Review monster stat blocks. Oh shit. I'm really bad at D&D combat. It's just always the last thing I prep, and I never get time to do it. Alright. It's pretty warm. Hopefully we'll manage without ice packs. We'll see how we go. So just a couple of things. I noticed that in the Infernal War Machines, it actually says that you only get to use your proficiency when you're making checks with them if you have land vehicle proficiency.
Ah, interesting.
Except nobody has land vehicle proficiency, I don't think. So it's just an entire campaign of, you know, basically land vehicle proficiency doesn't exist if nobody in your campaign has it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the closest thing we got is someone that's only proficient with sea vehicles, and I'm like, fuck!
Yeah. You had one opportunity to steer a boat, and I didn't even ask for a check.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Ripped off. I should have thrown like
I'll just assume the Merregon was doing most of the work, and I was just sitting there looking pretty. Or not the Merregon, whatever the steer person that's actually meant to go on the river Styx, whatever that demon thing was.
Renolf? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask for a check if we do it again, I promise.
In the remaining sessions we have.
The other thing is carrying capacity. I had a look at this pushing and dragging and pulling thing. And yeah, you're right. Apparently, like, if you're lifting... I didn't know this at all. Apparently, if you're lifting, you can lift, or pushing or dragging, you can do twice your carrying capacity. But if it's above your carrying capacity and you're lifting, you can't walk anywhere. And if you're pushing and pulling, then your movement speed is 5 feet. But yeah, otherwise, I forget actually what you were trying to do. Maybe pull Alina up or
I was
something?
like trying to like hold on to Alina as we're like jumping, but I guess that might have been like out of the boundaries of lifting, pushing, or pulling.
Oh yeah, because maybe you couldn't jump then. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and also, I think Anna at one point, Jean Lemore wanted to pick somebody up in combat, like pick them up from prone. And I realized afterwards probably what I would do with it. Sometimes when it's like in the heat of the moment, I'm like, no, I don't know, you can't do that. But I realized afterwards, like, I'd probably just say it'd be the same as like if you're grappling your party, your teammate, and like dragging them, which I was saying in the past would take an attack. So I'd probably just say the same thing. If you spend an attack, you can like lift up your teammate. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, here is a oh no, whoop, that's the wrong thing.
Can we get a link again?
Oh, not even in there. Sorry. Where am I? There you go.
I just type 1-3 into the bar at the top of my computer and it remembers it.
Yeah, it's always the same.
That's all I have to remember.
What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, here is the... That's not the one, that was the empty one. Here is the here's what a flying fortress looks like, because I didn't have a handout in the last session. But probably without the pretty lights and the heavily armored soldier and the clouds and basically everything in this photo. Imagine that's not there. But that gives you an idea.
With the Kanabo and no helmet, that would be Kensei Kenway.
Yeah. But it gives you an idea of like the shape and size of this thing.
Wait, I can't see it.
Wait, did I just not show it? Can you see it?
No, I can see it. Oh, no, I can see it.
I can.
Thank you.
And yeah, we're in shift 2, and you've just climbed up this ladder through this hatch. I also realized that in the map where we fought the Bone Whelks, I drew the ladder and the hatch right next to the elevator shaft, but that wouldn't have made sense. You would have actually had to like walk down the hall to the east and then turn right and walk down the south hall to the end to reach the the ladder hatch. Because I just wasn't thinking about it, and then when I looked at this map afterwards, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, let's just pretend that you did that. But yeah, you've climbed up in here. This room is like everywhere else in this wrecked flying fortress. The floor and the walls and the ceilings and the doors are all made of iron, and much of it's been like twisted and bent and ruptured. Most of it is, or all of it is dark, except that in many cases there are these big like holes in the walls that are letting the hellish sky of Avernus light the passages in the rooms, as is the case in this room. Also there is this slant. The entire ship is like slanted to the right by about like 20 degrees from vertical, and so that makes everything difficult terrain as well. Oh yeah, and we finished the last session with Alina inches away from pressing one of the buttons on this console. The console looks not exactly like it does in this map, in the sense that it's not displaying anything. You don't even know what a console is. You wouldn't necessarily know that it's not displaying something, but it's just dark. There's no evidence of any movement on it or anything like that. And I guess Alina is like she stops just before she presses the button and looks over at you all, like challenging you with her eyes to dare her to do it. What does everyone do?
And the console is not lit up or anything?
Yeah, there's no lights or anything like that.
Okay. And there was just that red button that Alina's...
Yep.
I forgot that Mahkah was the giant spider, so I was just really concerned for a minute.
Roll for initiative.
Are we gonna do anything about that?
You have to fight this giant spider, this Modron, and this flying yellow elephant.
No.
3, 5 golden rings.
I think Jean was gonna like be like, no.
Now look at me. If it caused an explosion, I'm fine. You're fucked.
No.
But we can say that you're able to sort of hold Alina off from pushing the button.
I don't think I could hold Alina off, but I could protect the button.
Okay. So she just goes.
Alright, where's the fucking door here? Hold on.
There's a door here.
Oh.
Yeah, you see what looks like a door directly to your north. It's also made out of iron, and it just looks. It doesn't have a handle on it or anything like that. I guess it's very similar to the doors that you've seen elsewhere. It's like some kind of sliding door, and maybe you could sort of intuit that it would have some sort of magic in it that might open it usually. But just as with the console, it appears to be not functioning.
And also, Ethel still... You had 2 levels of exhaustion from memory?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So Mark will still have that saddle on.
Yeah, I'll chill on a giant spider. That seems like a fun time, actually.
Well, he like walks forward. Eventually, maybe my internet will like to keep up with me. Move forward.
I was having internet troubles earlier as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like as reestablished now, but I would like to try to see if I can attempt to figure out a way to open this door. If force is needed, then force will be happily applied.
Well, you can't even walk, so how are you gonna open the door?
I know, right? Like, let me through.
All right. It's actually like, you know, you can sort of almost move it just by pressing up against it and kind of moving your hands along it and getting your fingers in the gap and kind of sliding it open. It's actually not difficult to slide but it just doesn't happen automatically or have any handles or anything. But you can slide it open with relative ease. And you find yourself in this secondary chamber, another fairly small chamber. And there's like a couple of other machines in here that appear to have been torn from the walls. And it's also pitch black in here, and there's sort of some of these wires and cables and things hanging from the ceiling. And these machines are just, sort of out in the middle of the room, and you can see that they have these loose wires in the back of them sticking out. I mean, you wouldn't have a concept of electricity necessary. Well, maybe the idea that electricity can sometimes travel along like copper or some metals or things like that, maybe that would be something that you would, especially Ethel, would potentially know that. But yeah, otherwise you don't see anything in here. It just looks like these machines have just been sort of gutted for spare parts, maybe by warlords or other scavengers or whoever's been here in the past. Who wants to control Alina, by the way?
Someone else should, because I'm having difficulties trying to reconnect with Foundry right now. It's like it keeps giving me the blank white screen that the site can't be reached. For like it took too long to respond. So I'm trying to reconnect right now.
Everyone else
I can do it.
Sure.
Okay. Is everyone else fine with the internet though, or as in with connecting to me?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
It might be you
Yeah,
might
I
be
can
on
use
your
this
own.
phone.
Yes, but I had to drag my token in from the player characters. So now there's this
Oh,
Well,
sweet,
now there's
okay.
two of you.
Mirror image. Okay. You should be able to control Alina now, Ethel, I think. Give it a go. There you go.
Perfect. He pushes the button. No, just kidding. No. That's about it.
You can, have a closer look at the console if you want to try to, or any of these consoles if you want to try to sort of, I don't know, try to gather what they might be for or something like that, learn anything about them.
Can I see if there's
I was just gonna. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You go.
No, I was just gonna say,
It's
like,
Hugo.
I'm gonna restart my computer real quick to see if maybe that fixes it.
Okay,
So
sweet.
I will be back.
Good luck. Good luck, my son.
Oh my god. What is this relationship we knew nothing about?
What? Didn't you know Rain was my son?
I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted. I missed it.
Can I check if there's any compartments or like drawers or cupboards in this console?
How do you check?
I would like to sniff any
Can Alina help
smells.
by poking stuff?
Okay, Jean Lemore,
Lightly poking anything that's not a button.
Jean Lemore, you can give me a perception check at advantage if you're trying to smell something, and Ethel, if you're going to kind of poke around at things, maybe give me an investigation check.
But I have exhaustion.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alina was gonna do it. Yes. Ethel is currently riding on the back of a giant spider.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll an investigation check for Alina if you like.
Okay. She doesn't have any exhaustion, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so. You don't find any compartments or anything like that. Yeah. And kind of prodding around in this thing, but avoiding the buttons, nothing happens.
Mahkah will like to keep just a guard. Is that a crack in that like hull there as well?
Yeah, so through there you just see like 100 feet down onto the desert. The desert floor down below.
Oh, okay, I got you now. So, I actually thought that was another room into the fortress. No, it's the
Yeah, you
external
can't really
of the
see my
fortress.
beautiful design because you're standing on it with your big clumsy legs.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. Okay, I got you now. That makes sense. There's no point yet.
But yeah, actually, it just occurred to me that I should say also we should probably try to keep up the pace with this one because Angelo won't be able to play in the next session, so we need to hopefully try to make a little bit of headway so that he doesn't miss out on an important scene for Mahkah.
All right, we go forward.
So yeah, you don't find anything in this room.
I want to control Kensei.
Okay, I'll give you Kensei.
Unless Mahkah, you would like to.
Alina is being sneaky.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Because you got Lulu, haven't you, as well?
Mm-hmm. I got.
Okay, so I give it to Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll say if you want to have a look at these machines in here, you can give me an Arcana check. If you just want to try to work out what they might have been for.
Mahkah will hang about on the ceiling.
Okay, well, does that mean Ethel is hanging upside down on Mahkah's back
yeah,
from the
it's all
ceiling?
no. This, yeah, I forgot about that.
You can't fall off there.
You can't. Fall
Yeah,
off.
no, that's actually perfect.
Blood is rushing to your head.
Actually, maybe on the wall, so you can
Yeah,
on the side of the wall there.
I think you like crawl up on the ceiling forgetting, and Ethel's like,
Okay, so Alina thinks that the larger of these machines was used to transmit messages or something like that. There's some infernal writing on it, almost like some kind of instructions or something like that. And she kind of looks at some of the symbols and things next to some of these switches and buttons and whatnot. And she thinks, one of these sends some sort of transmissions, maybe to everywhere within a mile of the building, the fortress. And she thinks that the other one is some sort of scrambler that would like scramble these communications to prevent them from being interpreted by unwanted listeners. Also, as you enter this room, you can hear something coming through the door here. It almost sounds like some sort of weird cackling sound. You can't hear it very well through the door.
Is there? Is this door
Ethel
like
saw
a
the
spaceship?
weird hyena creature. Sorry.
What were you saying, Angelo?
Oh, is this like a spaceship door? Like, are we talking about now fortress? Like, is there a keyhole that Kensei can look into?
No, it's the same as the previous door. It's just like a sliding door that's like that has no handle, no lock, basically nothing on it, and it doesn't seem to have any power in it. What was the question, Ethel?
Yeah, when I was using the arcane eye, we saw that weird, you said hyena-esque creature.
Yeah.
That.
Knoll.
Yeah. I just wrote, my handwriting is so bad. I write down a lot of stuff and then I cannot read it back. Yinagu is what I wrote down.
You, from what you know about gnolls, which, as I recall, you got like a 10 or something, so not very much, but you have a feeling this could be the sound of a gnoll. Okay. But it sounds a little bit strange, just, like almost kind of crazed.
Okay, so Ethel will warn everyone that there might be a crazed gnoll on the other side of this door. Proceed with caution. And then can I, as Ethel, really quickly write down or try to do a quick copy of some of the runes on these machines?
Okay, yep, you can do that.
I would like to... Okay. No, we should go through this door, but I would like to ready an action in case the gnoll comes out and tries to attack us.
You can't ready an action outside of combat, unfortunately.
Okay.
And,
but you can give me a perception check if you want to sort of be at the ready and keep your ears and nose out for...
I think I have to do it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Kensei will like to slowly
face check the door.
Yeah.
Kensei, you're face checking the door. Okay.
He's gonna like grab Alina and just pick her up. He's gonna pick up Alina,
Hey.
turn her around,
Wow.
put her down, and then stand in front.
Just use the players that aren't here. Like, Kensei uses Alina to open the door.
Send Alina to the door. Yeah.
Okay, so when you open this door, you hear this strange sound, louder now. It is, just this strange, definitely inhuman kind of cackling, and it is coming from this direction, to the left. And actually, from where you are, you can see a sliding door over here that is ajar. Well, it's not ajar, it's a door, but it's slightly open. And you think that the sound of this cackling is coming from that jar.
From that
Door.
jar?
Must be a big jar. Okay.
Imp.
One day you have to make it a jar, okay?
And Ethel, as you see this room, you can kind of peer over Alina's shoulder and you see this door. You recognize this door as the door that, you think the knoll is through that door. You also can see this door that's directly in front of Kensei Kenway. That door, when you saw it previously, you're kind of thinking back to the layout of this place. Previously, that was where you saw a Merregon guard, but there is now no Merregon guard standing there.
Alright. I'll tell everyone to also be on the lookout for a guard who might be wandering.
Can I move forward to this door and just sort of like see if I hear anything like wandering around?
Give me a perception check.
I will do. As I do that, am I the only one that sees a weird black circle in the darkness? Like a white circle? Like,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's very strange.
What?
perception, right?
Around Lulu?
No, it's like on the other side of the door.
Ah,
Oh, I don't see that.
nope. Don't see it.
Interesting.
yeah, I see it now.
Can you see it now? Oh, what the hell? That is so strange.
Here, let me open the door and I'll see what it is. Hold on.
Why would it do that? I mean, you'll know what it is at some point, but it's very strange that it's. I don't know what the hell would cause that. Anyway, 22. You hear something in here, some sort of muffled talking. It is definitely different from the inhuman cackling that's coming from the door to your left.
Can I make out what they're talking about, or is it just like too hard to tell?
They're like, "Do you guys see that strange white circle just in the middle of the room?" No, it's too difficult to hear through the door. These doors are like pretty thick and they're made out of some kind of material that you're not familiar with. And yeah, it's difficult to hear through it. It's very muffled.
Alright, I will like make a motion of like to the door for the rest of my people that are still in the other room. And once they figure out a way to get outside.
Hold on, Ethel.
How do I?
Oh.
I was stuck on Alina for a second, and I was like, now I can't see Ethel anymore. She'll come out.
I will, once that they have made their way outside, I will then open the door. I'll try to open it.
Okay. All right. You open the door. You can slide it open pretty easily.
Bah!
What you talking about? What? Oh, hi!
And so that white circle was this
That white
fucking
circle.
Merregon standing right here. Like,
That white
just
circle was a
broadcasting
Merregon all along!
its presence. It must have made like a really shitty stealth check or something. I don't know. I even deleted it and replaced it. It was still doing it.
The
Weird.
Merregon wanted to be found. I guess it was
Yeah.
in for a suicide pact.
Yeah. So in here, you see another one of these rooms, but this is much larger. It's this kind of L-shaped room. You see some cables lying on the ground. It's pitch black in here, though, just as is the previous room. Some of the light floods in from this hallway because, as Jean Lemore and Lulu can see, this large room here just has a massive hole in the side, and all the light from Avernus is just flooding through. Actually, before we go ahead, I'll just briefly explain what you see in that room. Well, you see just basically like this bridge. You don't know necessarily that it's a bridge, but it's like this command center where there are all of these consoles lined up. You think from a brief look at this that this is probably where the Flying Fortress is commanded from. But yes, you open this door, you see in the pitch black, using your dark vision, you can see a couple of these consoles that again aren't functioning in the far corner. And you also see it's still slanted, everything is slanted, and yes, you see these Merregons in here, and they appear to be in mid-conversation as you open the door. And as soon as you open the door, one of them just yells out, the one standing next to the door in Infernal, "Intruders!" And they draw their weapons and begin moving towards you.
Y'all make shitty sentries if you just now realize that.
The doors are practically noise-proof. We didn't hear you coming.
And is initiative at disadvantage? Exhaustion?
Yes.
Oh, yes, sorry. Can I re-roll?
Yeah.
How do I?
Should I roll initiative for the monotone?
Yeah. I gave you control of it. But I just took away all of its weapons. So it just...
Oh, well, it got a 3.
Okay, sweet.
So
It can move
it's
around.
ready. It's ready to stand here.
Jean Lemore, did you roll? No.
I tried to.
Okay.
But it's not
maybe
letting me.
you'll just need to make a dex check, and we'll just use that.
Okay, sorry.
That's alright.
Dex
What were you gonna say, Angelo?
The ceilings, are they 10, 15 feet high?
Yeah, 10... I'll say they're a little bit higher on this level. Maybe more like 15 feet.
Okay.
Okay, 7.
Good news, you're still faster than some of our
The
enemies.
monodrone. Oh.
Well, that too. I mean, if you're faster than Lulu, you're good.
Okay, so Alina is first. And... Okay, so Mahkah's on the ceiling. Alright.
I think...
Let me see, the only thing is that Mahkah would be pretty tall. Like, I don't know if that will entirely work for a 15-foot. Let me see. I have a thing about heights because I always forget. So if you're large, you're probably about 8 feet tall, and Alina is maybe it'll work. 5 foot
She's
10
5
inches.
foot 10. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Alina will be hating it. She's this giant spider above her.
True.
I'm just
I wonder
gonna
if
have Alina... Sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if the monodrone has an inkling to push these buttons.
Well, does the monodrone want to do anything? You decide.
He's like a button.
It's like my job. It's like back home. I'm just gonna have Alina move forward and ready in action with the... She uses the short sword mostly,
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Or when it comes
Kensei.
into range.
10 feet of movement, gonna step in here, see what we're all doing with, like... Oh, this is not bad. Gonna use another 10 feet for here, and I'm going to bonus action bring up the cold man. Just so that he can feel like he is participating. And I'll put him right here. And then I will just whack at this lone motherfucker for a while.
Alright. Now I can see both Alina and Mahkah have those white borders. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some sort of clash between mods or something. Anyway, still seem to be able to play for the moment. That misses.
Yep. Next one. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, I was like, right. I was like, what was there?
Alright, 9 bludgeoning.
And I will be content with that turn.
Okay, so you open this door, and these guards turn to face you and begin drawing their weapons, and you taunt them with not having been very good guards, run into the room, and then just crack one of them in the chest with your kanabo, and it just has this lifeless face with these metal indents for mouth and eyes. It basically doesn't respond, and instead just swipes at you with its halberd. The only language it knows.
Nice.
For 12 slashing. And it'll follow up with another one. And it'll follow up with a third one.
Ooh. Yep.
Another 13 slashing. Okay, Ethel.
I'm just gonna hold a firebolt for when I can see something.
Alright. Mahkah.
Okay, Mahkah would like to... let me know what you think. Actually, I'd like to make my way to the ground.
Okay.
Out of Alina's square, close to the ground, and just restore to my marker shape.
Okay.
Ethel awkwardly slides onto the ground.
Cool. And like to make more. I would say that's about 10 feet. 15, 20. There and sorry, and I'll look to hold an attack action if with Sacred Flame once if I can see one of them.
All right, Jean Lamont.
Sorry. I would like to I'd like to Eldritch Blast.
Just this one standing in front of Kensei Kenway?
Yes, I'm gonna hit him 3 times. Rub my paws together, and this is just normal because exhaustion doesn't affect attack rolls. And
That hits.
let out the lightning. Okay.
That hits, yep.
Would you like me to roll the attacks first? Sorry.
No, that's good.
Okay.
That one misses.
Okay. And then and 10.
Alright. He just gets pummeled in the back of the head with these blasts of eldritch energy right in front of Kensei. His neck sort of snaps forward. This Merregon over here is going to swing its halberd at the cold man. It just sees this shadowy, ghost-like figure appear. Just reacts. And then it charges forward and it's going to take another swing at Kensei Kenway. And actually, it's going to run to here, so it'll have flanking.
Ooh.
I mean, even without it, it would hit.
Alright.
Or even with it. Alright.
And it'll make a third attack Again, flanking also hits.
Hit.
All right.
No, that's the damage. Not.
And then this one over here is going to lean its halberd on the wall and raise this heavy crossbow, and it's going to take a shot at you. It'll benefit from the flanking as well,
Yes.
but it still misses. Okay, Modron.
He considers the buttons and stands there.
Okay. I'll remove it from there.
Oh, damn it. I guess Lulu is flying close to the ceiling.
Okay.
So that shouldn't be in the way of people if they're trying to get through. But she'll come here.
And Alina's next.
All right, I think we're gonna.
Oh, sorry, Lulu's still going. I'm just
Oh, sorry.
trying to keep up the pace, just so we can get to the next scene for Angelo. Okay, a couple of saves, and we have said this is magic, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So, oops, sorry, hold on, ignore that. Just ignore that. I'm just going to redo it just to make it easier. Spells and other magical effects. Passes and passes. They'll still take half damage.
They'll still take half damage.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Alina. And Kensei's next.
He's gonna move in like this. Do I get flanking? So would I have advantage on attack? How do we do that here?
No, you don't get flanking.
Okay,
It's just someone needs to be directly across from you.
gotcha. Okay, well, I'm gonna do booming blade.
Okay.
Right? That's how this works. And then attack with the short sword. So weird. I'm trying to remember how she normally attacks, and I'm like, I don't remember.
Attack first with the short sword.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a miss. And that also means you don't get to do the booming blade.
Okay, great. And then she attacks with the offhand dagger. She can do that as well, right? Is that a bonus action, or is that just a second attack? Okay.
Bonus action. Yep.
And I will do that.
Hit.
A beautiful 3. And I think that's it, right?
You can add sneak attack to that.
Okay.
Because
there's an ally within 5 feet. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yep, that's exactly it.
That's so many dice. I love this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when you're allowed to roll sneak attack damage at higher levels, it's great. Because it's all like the clicky clacks is so good to see.
Just trying to remember that dagger. Because you do have a +1 dagger. Did it give it a +1?
I rolled it says dagger offhand, so I assumed it was that one. But
Yeah. But I might have. I'm not sure when I made that, and I'm not sure if that is the +1. I'm trying to.
No, I don't
work
think
out.
it is, because it says dagger +1 above that. I just
+5.
assumed there was something I didn't know about.
Yeah, no, the offhand was correct. I think it just.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So in that case, it will do a bit more damage to it.
Okay. I'll roll with that one next time.
And what do I do? Probably. It's alright. 8 damage. Okay. Kensei Kenway.
Alright. Bonus action, bring up the cold man. This time we're gonna bring it out right behind him. and then I'm going to make a couple thwaps, and we'll see. We'll go from there.
All right. I think I have just cheated somehow due to just maths and incompetence, but I'm not sure exactly how. Anyway, keep doing what you're doing.
If it's an accident, does it really count?
Well, because I think this guy might have been nearer to death, but now he seems to be further away from
never
death.
mind. Then it really counts. You should be
I
good.
don't know what I did. I made a series of small errors.
Me every day at work.
Sorry. I was just trying to work out what the fuck I did. Yeah, 27 hits. Okay, he is now dead.
Okay.
Because I think he probably would pretty much be dead.
I mean, I'll take it. You don't see me complaining. Turn around and flap this guy. Behind me.
All right.
No, he's back.
Ah!
Oh my god, zombies!
Did it reappear? That's been happening as well. I think there's a few mods and things that aren't functioning as well as they were since the improvement. Yeah, 26 hits. 12 bludgeoning. Since the upgrade, sorry.
Yep. I will use an Unleash Incarnation as well to make a third attack as part of my attack action.
Okay.
So I will hit him a third time. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So at this point, actually, this other Merregon... Wait, why is the other Merregon damaged?
This, which one?
The one in the corner. What is
Lulu
going
damaged
on?
him.
Oh, yeah.
From
Okay,
the-
thanks. What's wrong with me tonight? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so the other one is going to react as a loyal bodyguard, and it is going to take that damage itself.
Wait, how? Because it's not within 5 feet.
What's wrong with me?
Oh.
I'm losing my
I mean,
mind.
unless I'm making sure I got this.
No, you're
Sorry,
absolutely right. I just didn't review the monster stat blocks again.
No, I'm going, get down, Mr. President! Just like leaping in front of him.
Like from over here, he just makes it to there. I'll save you!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay. This one is looking severely dented, but it's not yet dead.
He had one job to stay within 5 feet.
I am content with this turn. You may go. Next.
Okay. Ethel's gonna take a step forward right here. I can see both of them now. So I'm gonna do magic missile at a 3rd level, which I think gives me 5. And I'm gonna do 3 on the closer one and 2 on the further one.
Just because everything is difficult terrain, you're at half movement speed. Does that mean you just move a square in combat?
Wait, why?
Because she is half movement speed.
Right.
I
Is this
think-
difficult terrain?
I think so.
Because technically you can't move like
gosh.
7 feet, so it's like closer to 5, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was gonna move back a square, but now I'll just be in the way. Ethel realizes she's really tired, and it's like, yeah, actually, I'm so sorry, but that took a lot out of me.
But where do you direct
gonna sit
these
down.
missiles?
3 at the first one and 2 at the second.
Okay. 3 at the first one. Oh, nice. It was exactly on 6.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
Exactsies.
All right. Mahkah.
Oh, sorry, Martha. I know I'm.
Sorry.
Just give me
you
one
just have to-
second, and then I'll move.
Just have to jog my memory. Can I cut that after? I can't cut that corner across
No.
Alina, can I?
No.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to move to that spot there.
Okay.
I can see that the guy in the corner. He looks like a bodyguard. I just use Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
DC 16.
Fails. Radiant damage
Enter.
seems good. Nice. this beam of energy sort of passes through his body, and he's kind of like thrown back against the wall, almost as if in shock and pain. Still lets no sound out of his hollow mouth. Jean Lemore.
I'd like to send him a little guiding bolt.
So, because you were basically behind 1, 2, 3 people, you can't see him. Actually, I'll let you change your mind, because you could tell that you can't see him.
Okay, in that case, can I friendlyly grapple Ethel and move her?
Well, you'll also be at half speed if you're moving an ally, and so I don't think you would be able to.
You only have one level of exhaustion.
I just have one level. Okay. Wait, but I can move one.
Yeah, but when you're grappling somebody, you can only move them at half speed.
Right, so I still would have...
Well, I mean, the thing is, actually, it doesn't stack. Difficult terrain doesn't stack. But it's just a question of, like, is it difficult terrain plus something that halves your movement speed? I'm going to say, actually, I think I'm just going to say that in this case that it is, because it's just slanted, and so it's hard to move, and it's hard to pick somebody up and drag them whilst you're on this slant, and you've already moved a square, so yeah, I don't think you can do that.
I'll just give some bardic inspo to Kensei in that case.
Okay.
And say good luck, Ethel.
I'll have to have a bit of a read on in what way those things interact.
Weird way to inspire me by saying good luck to someone else, but I'll take it.
Okay, this Merregon drops his crossbow and pulls this halberd from the wall, and he just charges in, and he takes some swings at Kenway.
I mean, weird way to do it. Oh, shit.
Miss. Alright.
Ow.
And another one.
Oh yeah, that hit.
Pretty skilled with the halberd, just hacking into you. Lulu.
She'll just maybe move over here.
Okay.
And
Alina.
Alina's gonna move in this way, and then just attack with the short sword.
Alright.
Lovely.
Yeah, you like try to kind of stab him in the side as he's swinging this halberd at Kensei, but he kind of sees you run around and sort of ducks out of the way.
And then I'll do the dagger again.
That
20.
hits.
Nice. Oh.
This will
and then I'll roll sneak attack for them as well.
is dead.
Oh,
So you're not allowed
nice.
to. Not allowed to roll sneak attack.
Okay, well, I like a lot of dice, so maybe next time. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding, you can roll it.
No, it's fine.
Stab.
It's fine. Keep
And we're out of
stabbing into
combat.
the body.
Ooh.
God,
What they
I'm
got
just
on
gonna
them?
move in. Sit down.
Okay. You don't find any valuables on them, but on the guard who ran at Kensei at the end there, you find a set of keys.
Ooh.
It's a ring with... actually, it's just a ring with one key on it, I'll say.
Ethel will offer, I have a potion of healing to Kenway, if you would like it.
Yep. I'd appreciate it. Right. gonna also use a second wind as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, okay. I can just roll that so we don't have to transfer inventory.
Oh yeah, do
and
that.
stuff.
That I appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's 7.
All right, cool. And I will hopefully roll high. Hey, all together I get 20 health. Yay!
That's pretty good.
Hooray!
Mahkah knows that Kenway's a beefy boy and give him like 10 good berries as well.
Anything fun about this console?
How do you try to determine that?
Gosh, I look at it. I don't know.
So these ones, both of them just, similar to the other ones. Just, I guess to you, just looks like some sort of cabinet or something. But yeah, it just has these like switches and burnt out lights on it. And they're just dark. You can see these ones haven't been pulled from the wall. They seem to have these wires going into the walls. But you feel like you're not sure what these would do. You'd need to probably take some time to investigate these.
I think I can just get moving. If it doesn't look like anything's lit up, like I guess it just looks innate, right? Or
yeah, it looks
that's
innate.
not the right
It looks
word.
innate at the moment.
Then we can just keep moving.
Yeah, not innate.
Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm sick. I have an excuse.
All right, I'm going to use 15 points of my play on hands pool just to give myself a little more health, and just to completely pad myself out, just in case. I'm also going to cast
Inert. Sorry, that's what you wanted.
That is what I wanted.
yeah. I'm just going to cast this on myself,
Sweet.
so I get 10.
Can we open this door?
Yeah, you can slide this one across pretty easily, and you just see this small hall with
there's
another
another
door at the end.
What gives? I'm going to open this door too. Everyone gather around.
In a straight line.
All right. Wait, why am I here?
Lightning bolt formation, please. Okay, you slide this door open, and you can see multiple things when you look into this dark room. It's also pitch black in here. Immediately before you is a creature that you have never encountered before. It appears to be restrained. It's like chained to the floor. And this thing, it's like a 6 foot tall humanoid, and it looks like some kind of fanged jackal dog-like creature. And it has a pair of small whitish looking horns protruding from its head in the middle as well. So it looks like some kind of fiend as well, you would think. Otherwise it's got this big bushy tail, and it's dressed in these purple robes. And you also see in here a metal console of some kind to the right, which you can't quite see from where you're standing, but it's just to the right of you if you sort of peer around the corner.
Oh.
It's a metal console of some kind, which also looks like it's been torn free of the wall, perhaps in the crash, when the Flying Fortress crashed. And in another corner on the left side is this 3 foot high block of infernal iron, which you can immediately recognize, even though it has this almost sort of futuristic look about it, as some kind of safe, some kind of container, like crate or something. And you can see these 3 dial mechanisms built into the door of the thick door of this crate. And this creature immediately sees you open the door and says, help me, let me go. I'll help you. I know things.
Pick up Luna, drag him overhead. Luna or Lulu? What? What is it?
I think that's
That's some kind of Yugoloth. I think it's, maybe an Arcanoloth. Yeah, they're, well, they're like all Yugoloths. They're not very trustworthy. Known as being very sly, but they're often employed as, record keepers. They're very intelligent, known for their magical powers. But I can't use my magic. These shackles, they prevent it. There's a ward on them. If I try to teleport out of here, it'll kill me.
Those ears perk up at record keeper. Just, ooh, records for what?
Why are you locked up in here, Monsieur Yugoloth?
Oh, my name is Xakundi. Yeah, Xakundi. I'll tell you everything. I know lots of things, lots of secrets. Yes, I even know what's in that case. Yes, Belle doesn't know. Belle thinks it's something else, but I know what it really is. Yes, I'll tell you it all, but just let me out of here. No one likes to be kept locked up.
Were you here before or after this place fell or crashed or whatever?
Well, actually, I was brought here along with that crate and the items inside it. Very valuable, you know. I can tell you what they are.
Who put you here?
Lots of questions. Well, it was. Who do you work for?
I mean, I point to the guards, not to them. Definitely not to them.
Good point. Good point. Well, yes. Well, it's very fortuitous that you would come along like this and kill those guards. They, Zariel's guards. And, actually, I wanted to work for Zariel because I used to work for Belle. And, he didn't treat me very well. He would always deride me and chastise me when I would make even the tiniest error. But, for some time I was his scribe and record keeper. And, he told me some of his secrets. And, I could tell you some of those secrets, but, you'd have to let me go.
And I take it Zariel was even a worse person to work for, if you ever did.
Well, I didn't get to work for her. I went to see her, honestly, because I learned something from Belle. And I thought perhaps it was a good opportunity to get in good standing with Zariel. And I went to speak to her only recently, very recently, but she wasn't there. She's on Mechanus, testifying before Primus against Torm.
Yeah, there's a whole, holy trial, we know about that.
Yes. And, well, I told her forces, her minions, what I knew, but, instead of treating me nicely, they took me hostage. They said, they wanted to make sure that I hung around, that I could be used as a witness when Zariel returned, so they took me here with, the items in that crate to keep me safe and hidden until Zariel returns, as, Belle's forces are looking for me. He surely suspects me.
Kind of scratching my chin as I looked at Mahkah. Could be why the real motivation for us coming here. Sent as a confirmation of what maybe he's looking for other ways, you know? You never really know what the devil wants from you. Am I right?
So, Xakundi, if we let you free, how do we know that you won't disappear on us without giving your word?
Sorry. You gotta understand. You are not the first Yugoloth, or really first anything we come across that wants to be freed. I understand. We all understand. But sometimes when you attempt to do this, they really don't hold well to their word. You understand?
Well, what if I tell you some things? Like half now, half later.
Depends on the things, I guess.
Well, I know the code to open that case. I could tell you what's in the case, and then give you the code when you let me go.
I look to Mahkah.
Yeah, but how do we know what's in the case? Exactly. How about...
I wouldn't lie. I just want to go free.
JL, is he being up and up with us during this conversation?
Yeah.
You can give me an insight check.
Body language.
Oh, wait.
Scrutinize his face.
Sorry, I need to do it at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Fuck.
This is my second roll.
You don't detect anything about him that is immediately indicative of deception. You know, I mean, he's a Yugoloth fiend that worked for Bell and turned on Bell to betray him and rat on him to Zariel. So you feel like there's good reason to be suspicious of him, but you don't see any evidence of anything suspicious about him at this moment.
Xakundi, how about you tell us the secret of Bell?
Okay, well.
And
yes.
Mahkah looks at Kensei, and then we'll consider letting you free, and you can let us, and then you can continue opening, or let us know the code to the chest.
Well, firstly, did you find the keys on those guards? One of them will have keys to these shackles here.
We might have.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Here's the thing. How much should I tell you? I guess I don't really have a choice. Look, inside that case are 9 adamantine rods. They were made by Bell. They were made along with 9 locks. Zariel came to Bell long ago and requested that Bell make them for her. He's a great forge, a great blacksmith, and forged them in his forge. And she told him that the rods were keys. Well, the rods are keys to the locks. And she told him that the locks were for Tiamat's cage. So Bell, being clever and full of guile, secretly created copies of these 9 adamantine rods and kept them secret in case an opportunity arose for him to use them. He told hardly anyone. But then, only very recently, he was contacted by a servant of Tiamat, one Archon the Cruel, who offered him a gift that we have all been seeking. It is a shield, magic shield. Well, I probably shouldn't tell you. Well, there's a devil inside this shield, and it was stolen recently from Zariel's minions in Tyrell. And so we've been looking for it, trying to get it back. And recently this Archon the Cruel came into possession of it and contacted Bell and offered to give it to Bell if Bell would let loose Tiamat. Now I am one of Bell's highest advisors, and so he told me about this opportunity and told me that he was considering releasing Bell. Because you see, if this Archon releasing Tiamat. If this Archon and Tiamat attacked and caused enormous amounts of chaos, whilst at the same time, Bell could return the shield of the Hidden Lord, as it's called, to Asmodeus, it would make it look, at the same time, like Zariel is incompetent, and like Bell is very competent. And he feels that would potentially lead to his return to being the Archduke, the Lord of Avernus. He has always resented Zariel for taking his job. And, like I said, when I heard this plan, I saw it as an opportunity to, improve my standing with Zariel and get the fuck out of service to Bell, who is, quite frankly, a bastard. But, Bell doesn't realize that Zariel didn't want him to know the truth of these rods and what they're really for. She told him a lie. They don't unlock Tiamat's cage at all. They do something else. And I'll be happy to tell you if you'll just let me go.
Mahkah looks at Kenway.
Oh, this is good news.
Thank you for the information, Xakundi. I think you've proven yourself.
Yes.
There's a little stipulation. Just a teeny tiny little stipulation. I think we could all agree on.
Okay, tell it to me.
You are a great holder of many secrets. Keep this one to yourself permanently.
Okay.
You don't know who unlocked your binds. They just opened.
I will get the fuck out of here. I'm not telling anyone anything.
Well, you will tell us more when we open them.
Oh yes, I'll tell you.
Alright. Whoever got the key, would you kindly?
You unlock Xakundi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As these chains fall to the floor, he kind of rubs his wrists.
Thank you. They were very tight. I couldn't have escaped without you. All right. I'll tell you all that I know. I don't care for Bell, and I don't like Zariel's forces either, so it matters not to me. The truth is, like I said, Zariel lied about the adamantine rods and their purpose. They don't unlock Zariel's cage. In fact, they unlock something called the Solar Insidiator. Do you know what that is?
What is that? No.
Well, actually, you would recall, even if you yourselves don't, that the Solar Insidiator is mentioned in the contract, Thavius Krieg's contract. Down near the bottom, where it says, I recognize that I shall have dominion over Elturel in Faerun for 50 years, after which time the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter known as the Companion, will return whence it came.
Yeah, so, I don't know. They unlock something. Maybe there's something in that shining ball of light over Elturel. I don't know. But, that's what the Barb Devil told me. One of Zariel's minions that took me here. And yes, Bell's gonna be in a lot of trouble when Zariel returns from Mechanus, that's for sure. But yes, you can have the rods, you can do whatever you like with them. The code is, the number of Asmodeus, 666.
The number of the beast.
I'm sure you could never have worked that out.
Xakundi,
Seems obvious now that you know.
Are you parched since you've been chained up here?
What?
Do you fancy...
Did you notice my panting?
Yeah, did you fancy... What's your drink of choice? A bottle of wine or some water we can assist with?
Well, wine would be excellent. I'd love some wine.
Yeah, Mahkah will like to take a bag of wine. A bottle of wine from the bag of holding.
Alright.
And just ask... Xakundi, one small favor as well. Since you're a man of knowledge, Bell's been torturing my kind and creating devil's dust,
sunshine.
Yes,
sunshine.
gold dust. Sunshine, yes.
Is there a way to stop that? Or what can you tell me about what's happening below Bell's Forge?
Yes. The sunshine is made down there. It is made from the eggs of your people. It is mixed with Malkazidian crystals from the Dispatrian Mountains. It is a great effort. A project that is undergone not only by Bell's minions, but also by the minions of Levistus. Yes, I don't know if you knew, but Bell and Levistus, they have been working together for some time. In return, Bell promises to free Levistus when he becomes Lord of Avernus. Yes. I don't know how you would stop Bell from making the sunshine.
Do you know of any of Bell's weak points?
Bell is a tactician, a soldier. I would not want to cross him. And he has many loyal forces. Weak points is often not something that is said in the same sentence as Lord Bell. But perhaps you could offer him something. I don't know.
Speaking of Bell's minions, do you know of a devil by the name of Yorstashar? Or Yorstashar?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yes, Yorsra. Yes, I know that name. He is in charge, actually, of the mining operations in the Dispatrian Mountains.
And it was referenced by Captain Bugsy that he was something that started with an A.
He's Amnizu.
Yeah.
Styx
What is
a very powerful Bardazu. And
okay.
Yes, very high up in the ranks. Known as great magic wielders. Green, gruesome individuals. Squat bodies and stubby limbs.
Oh, at least I can bully him, maybe.
They can usually fly. They have wings. But Yotsra is a very big man. Very big devil.
Interesting.
But he's not often around in Bell's Forge. He mostly is in the Dispatrian Mountains, runs the operation from there, and only visits occasionally.
Mark hands over the bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Which bottle of wine are you taking?
I'll just say the fine wine.
bottle of fine wine. Roll me a d12.
Yeah.
He takes this bottle from you, has a sniff of it.
Yes, thank you. This smells excellent.
Takes a sip.
Yes. Yes, this is very good wine.
One little question, Xakundi. They say this place used to float. Do you think it could float again?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I saw it as we approached. It is out of power and has been very damaged. There are massive holes in the side. All kinds of equipment has been ripped out from it. Yes, it would take a significant repair effort.
I pretty much, I think I know what this thing. But how is this thing like powered? Like, how are these ships like run normally?
Same as everything else. Souls. And there would usually be multiple ways of powering these ships. Usually backup soul coins to power them, but also they can fly over the river Styx, and they will draw in souls from the river Styx and use those to power the vessel.
I take it the backup soul coins are quite extensive to run something this massive.
Yes, I imagine so.
Yeah.
Zariel's flying fortress is well known throughout Avernus. It is much larger than this vessel. I have not been inside there.
Must be compensating for something.
Yes. Yes. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
What is this thing?
Honestly, I don't know. It probably was pulled out of the wall in the crash.
You've been a great help, Xakundi.
Thank you. So have you.
Where will you go to? Somewhere nice? A beach, perhaps?
What is beach?
Lola.
I will try to maybe return to the Blood Rift, or somewhere else where Yugoloths are. Where there are many Yugoloths, and I will attempt to create a new life for myself there.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Oh, wait, one more question. Do you know what the hell a Yinagu is?
Yinagu.
Yinagu, yeah.
Yes, a demon lord. Yes, has not been in Avernus for a long time, but once led a great army here.
Okay. Does he kind of like, I guess this would be a compliment, but does it kind of like look like you but bigger? I'm going by like past descriptions of what other people like told me.
Yes.
I'm just trying to put a face to a name technically.
Well, no, this mistake is not uncommon. But I am no gnoll. You must mean a gnoll. I have heard that there are some similarities in appearance between us and creatures on Tyrell, where perhaps some of you are from, who crawl on all fours. But gnolls and us Arcanoloths are not related. But yes, Yinagu would look kind of more like a gnoll. But not like me, not really. I am much prettier and softer.
I mean, obviously.
To pat.
But
Don't do that.
oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Keep doing it.
I officially have no more questions.
Okay, I think it's time to open his chest.
Do you mind if I ask? How did you get in here?
Hole.
I see. Where's where? I was flown in here.
If you go out this doorway, take a left, there will be another doorway that's somewhat open. There's going to be like a sort of like a shaft. We sort of like hop skipping our way around. There's going to be some slug things that are going to crawl around that have bones on them.
Slugs.
Don't worry about them.
They scream.
Scream.
Yeah, just don't be near them when they die. They kind of like have like a weird death gargle. And there's a hole under there. If you're going by foot, you'll be fine.
Okay. I will look for this exit. Thank you. Thank you again, all of you, and good luck.
Bye.
Ignore the doom, that's ours.
What?
If you see a golden vehicle, ignore it, or else we're gonna kill you. All right?
Oh. Okay.
Mahkah just looks at Kenway and goes, wow. That sure has changed our day.
So I peek out to make sure he's gone.
Yeah.
He seems to be gone.
All right. So we give him these, right? And then he gives us what we want, right? And then we go in for a digital bargain. I go like, hey, Belle, I got another proposal. Something that might make your day a little bit better knowing this now than later. I don't know why I started going mafia. We'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
We'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
Maybe tell him what these things actually do in exchange for something a little bit more impactful.
Do you think he will go for it?
Well, he has telepath. I hope he doesn't have mind reading capabilities.
Sorry, I missed exactly. Do these control the solar incendiator?
Unlock.
Or unlock? Okay, because is there any way that we could use that ourselves to return the city? To return Elturel?
Well, I mean, it depends on how, because there's lightning always casting down on things, right? And we joked about kind of like being nearly struck if it would be devastating, because it's like lightning, right? I don't know about you, but I'm not really lightning resistant, or lightning proof, I should say. If anything, I feel like I'm a conduit.
Yeah.
So, and also, apart from Mahkah, I don't know how well you can fly up there and like, wait, let's take a look at these things and see if that's exactly what we're dealing with, like how big these things are. Hold on.
Okay, so you
might be onto something.
You can enter this 666 into this combination lock and open this crate. And you find these long silvery rods in there. They're each about 5 feet long. And you can pick them up. They're lighter than they look. They're about probably 6 pounds each. And they're each marked with a number in Infernal, 1 to 9.
Oh. See, that might be a problem. Because I thought maybe, depending on how light they are, maybe Mahkah can, like, find the keyholes in the solar incendiator. But I don't think, Mahkah, you know Infernal, right?
No. But,
Pretty
I'm happy
easy
to
to
take
learn
up,
numbers.
like someone can come along as well. settle up.
Maybe. Then again, if we both get struck by lightning, we're at least going off into the into the celestial planes together, right?
That's right.
Wait a
Who
minute.
said that?
I mean, there's no guarantee that we will be able to do anything with them, but the contract says the companion will return once it came, taking Elturel and its oathbound defenders with it. And that language is so specific that the companion is bringing the city, so it has that capacity. And we have no guarantee that once Lulu gets back her memories, she'll know where the sword is, or exactly how our negotiations with Zariel will go. So if this is potentially a second option, we might, even if we might not be capable ourselves, someone else might be using these. We might not want to just hand them over to Belle.
He was going to forge that last piece for us for Lulu's memories.
Yeah.
So, if... Well, also, another thing is that we're going to have to fight through the forces that are surrounding Elturel, at least on the beach side, right? Or at least, not even like Zariel's forces, but like the demon side as well, unless we can like... I know, Mahkah, you could like fly us around, but you can only do like comfortably like what, like 1 or 2 people at a time? Yeah, we have to... It'll be kind of difficult to do like air combat if it's just like a few of us at a time.
I don't like the idea, but maybe we should make another deal with Belle. Because he probably would have more resources and forces to maybe help us directly return the city. I don't see, like, this is maybe a question for everyone else looking directly at the contract. If the city gets returned, I don't know if Zariel still has a right to it.
Well,
It says so long as that is Zariel's wish, but I don't know if the city will be in Avernus as long as it's Zariel's wish.
there's also another slight issue as well, that while we have saved Elturel, the woman in Candlekeep reported or informed us that other plans to take other cities were in progress, right?
Yes, but every moment we delay, more people die in Elturel. If we can return the city and then also be able to stop Zariel.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, yeah, well, I feel like trying to activate or break free the solely incendiary, and I feel like would be a solution to one problem when trying to stop Zariel. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud then.
So then, if we were to keep these rods, that we cannot revive Lulu's memory.
Yeah.
Right. So...
Oh, we go back to Belle. We give him the rods. He gives us the part we need, and then we steal back the rods, and then that'll go super well.
I mean, in theory, if we make another arrangement, we kind of like ask him what, because... Okay, I'm being a little selfish or selfless, depending on how you view it, but my plan was to make a deal with Belle to free my crew from Yorstra's deal. Seeing that, Belle is, the boss to him, he will be able to do something about that. Then, would be him maybe being informed that these things don't do what he thought they did. They would be useless to him because they don't free something that he really doesn't care for, doesn't need. Seeing that they are useless to him, maybe then we could take them off his hands, because all it just proves is that he stole them. Like, he had dealings that would kind of like steal from Zariel, so that just puts more problems on him that we would happily be the taker of.
Hey, bro. Yeah.
And once we get all that out of the way, we turn around, we beat the shit out of Bell just for Mahkah's people. Win, 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 win.
I think. I think that it might be the best.
I think we could try and convince him that these are useless to him now.
Oh, I think you'll find
maybe
out
useful
that they're
against
useless.
Zariel. Yeah.
Or at the very least, if we're not feeling so confident about dealing with Bell immediately right there, we go find the sword. If we can wield the sword, because I don't know how big it is. If it's like big as like the people we keep coming across, they might be fucking huge. But maybe use the sword, pale Bell, pale anyone else that gets in our way, and then
Balance ourselves back.
yeah, maybe cause a massive explosion in the keep, destroy the forge.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be a fantasy of my own making.
Plant some beans. Forge.
Sprinkle a few beans in the forge on the way out.
Hey, Bell, have a pyramid. Plonk.
It just is the eggs. It's so useless.
Yeah, just a bunch of frogs appear or something. Like,
Just like, all right, well.
In vinegar.
he's just standing there, like awkwardly looking at Bell, like, you find like frogs.
This was gonna be really, really so scary when a pyramid appeared here, but it's not that, so I'm gonna run.
It seems like, like performance issues happens to like one every kind of like 10 people. So I guess we'll just be going by.
Cool.
I guess I just want to keep in mind, I think we should start heading back, but I want to keep in mind that we think Lulu's memories are the best route to solving our problem, but we're not sure about that.
That's true.
Also, although you're thinking it, you're kind of like you have sound thinking. Part of me, after so long crawling through hell, getting
Oh yeah, no, I want.
There's just
machine to be fixed.
I don't know why,
see my
but
Maggie again.
there's just a part of me that just feels like unsatisfied if we don't like get Lou's memories. Like this is like a thing of like, it's like I don't know. It's like not finishing building a ship.
I could use my memories as well, guys, friends.
Yeah,
It certainly would be nice.
I'm sorry, we are.
No, yes, of course, Lulu. We all want to get your memories back.
I know.
But we also want to make sure that, a whole city doesn't die.
That's true. It is a complicated situation, and I must say, if it's a choice between my memories and the city of Elturel, then I choose Elturel.
And once we're back on the surface, there might be other people who can help us get your memories back with a lot less danger than we're dealing with here.
Maybe.
Maybe whoever the divines are looking down on kind of like the situation as we come back, maybe they grant you a blessing of memory restoration, maybe.
Maybe.
Either way, okay, we should probably get going. We got all 9 of these rods, right? There's like 9 or 7 of them.
9. Yep.
Okay. All right.
9 or 7 or 11 or...
I didn't want to make sure it's like, yes, we got all 8 of them. No, we need 9. Fuck, where's the 9th one?
And then, I know with the eye, I saw did I see any other, like, chests? I feel like I saw a different treasure room or something. I don't know if we want to go looking or we just want to run, but...
Where the knoll was, you saw in there a large machine of some kind, and there were 2 large iron crates.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Do we want to go for that quickly? A strategic move in?
I mean, we can. By the time we get there, you're probably just getting out the hallway.
Let's do it.
If these things run on soul power, there must be like some supply somewhere.
Yeah. All right, lightning formation. I'll be in the back.
I don't.
walk really slowly behind everyone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I feel like you don't really have a whole lot of a choice in the matter.
Me and Nod. That's what I'm naming my drone.
Nod.
All right, just which direction again?
So
I think just follow the insane laughter.
yeah, so you can hear the laughter coming from this room to the right. As you walk in here, you see this huge hole that's been torn in the side of and the ceiling of this area. And yeah, this appears to be some sort of command deck or something. It's very easy to see in here. The light from the Avernian sky is filtering in. Just as with everything else, the room's been picked clean. And there are these rows of consoles here that have been mostly stripped down. There's a few kind of dangling wires and chains and things. And as you come in here, well, seeing as you are not moving stealthily, you see above, because you can see up through this part of the ceiling. And you see these creatures that you saw previously when you first arrived, circling above. They look like, well, Ethel already identified them as Vrocks. And as you come out here, they see you, and they swoop down to attack you.
Oh no.
Oh, we forgot about those guys.
Yeah, I forgot about those guys.
Oh,
Oops.
Those are big.
Army guys. Oops.
Oops.
So
Wait, how many?
there's
Oh, wow.
5 of these Vrocks. They just look like giant vultures. And
Oh my goodness.
they are currently, I'll say, about 30 feet above as they swoop down. And we'll start combat with them 30 feet up. So, let's roll. Also, the Cold Man.
Oh yeah.
Does the Cold Man just hang about?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Technically, I would have him like following. Also, there's a weird glitch where now I have 2 of them on me at the same time, or 2 of the cold men.
Seems glitchy today.
Yeah.
You can... Oh, I can't see that.
Huh.
Where's the other
Can
one?
you? Like it's. Oh, it's like. That's so weird. Like I have it. Oh wait, why is it not let me click on him? Like if for
Don't
me, it's
you
like
worry, guys.
Like,
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'll just delete it and add another one, and maybe that'll work.
Oh wow, that's. Oh, that's so weird.
There's a new one. You can still
Hold
see
on.
one?
Well, now it's like I have it on my like icon now.
Try
and
refreshing.
It's like trying to. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
It was just like it's now permanently stuck to it. It was trying to make me. I was like acting like I was moving it around. I was like, no, let go, release.
It seems buggy. I don't know what's happened. But Alina goes first. Alina, what do you do?
I was gonna say, don't you worry. The monodrone goes second for us. That's gonna be helpful. Sorry, does she have a crossbow? I don't know any of her
she has
stuff.
a
It's been so long.
Longbow, I think.
Short bow.
Short bow.
Okay. I will pull that out and attack this first guy.
All right.
I
Miss.
got a 12. Okay. And then can I only attack once with that?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to have her move back through here. Wait, can I do that? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right here. And then bonus action hide. Right,
Okay.
that's 30 feet through difficult terrain for the 2 squares. I think I can.
Yeah. She'll struggle. She won't be able to hide there either. She's clearly visible to these creatures as they swoop down.
Okay, well, then was that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? And can I take a step back into this room?
Wait, did she dash as well? Is that what you're saying? Attacked.
No, I'm saying.
Remember,
I'm not
she
sure
can
how
only move,
far I could
she
get.
can only move 20 feet. So where did she start?
Right next to Kenway. So 5,
10
over Kenway's
she can't
here,
also move
15,
through the
20,
cold man.
25.
So it'd have to be 5, 10, 15, 20. She can only move that far.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless she's dashing.
Alright, then I can bonus action disengage instead, right? Which just gives people disadvantage on attacks. Is that what that does? Or
No,
that's a dodge. Sorry, I'm losing it. I'm so ill.
That's alright. Yeah, disengage.
I'll just have her stand back here in this hallway.
I mean,
Okay.
she can.
What were you gonna say, Kensei?
I was gonna say, you can have her bonus action dash, just get into the room. If she doesn't just want to be.
Yeah, she's not gonna
I'll
hide.
just do that out of the way.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, just avoid like eye contact. Just for
Yeah,
things.
you know, she'll just
Not like
dash
hide,
into
but-
this room because I'd feel so bad if I killed Alina in this session. She'll be out of the way.
Okay, this Vrock is going to swoop in and land directly in front of Jean Lemore and Lulu.
Oh no.
And it is just going to attempt to peck at Jean Lemore with its vulture-like beak that is lined with sharp-looking teeth. Misses, and then it tries to take a swipe at you as well. That one hits. For 17 slashing damage.
Oh my.
Alright. This Vrock is going to swoop down. Actually, it is going to. It's going to fly down to about here. Maybe to here. Oop. And it's just flying about 20 feet in the air, and it is going to let out this horrible sound from its mouth, this screech. So each creature within 20 feet of it that can hear it and isn't a demon must succeed on a DC 14 con saving throw or be stunned until the end of Vrock's turn. So, Mahkah, give me a con save, and Lulu, give me a con save.
Mahkah, oh, you have a +2 to that as well, but you're fine. So
Does
Lulu.
Lulu +2?
Yep. Oh, just.
Nice. Okay, this Vrock is going to fly down and land here. And as it lands, you see it kind of like ruffling its feathers, and its wings begin sort of flapping and kind of like blowing this air out from it. It kind of lifts up its arms and sort of, you know, as if it's trying to make itself look bigger than it actually is. And as it does this, these fumes begin coming out from its body, and you can see these like green gases begin like spreading around it as these spores emanate from its body.
Oof.
So, everyone in that area, give me a con save.
My guy does not have to do a con save.
Who, sorry?
My monodrone.
Oh, don't worry about the monodrone.
Alright,
I was gonna say, if you kill my monodrone, I'm gonna be so upset for no reason.
Oh, actually, thanks for saying that. Yes, the monodrone has to make a con save. Because I want the monodrone to die. Not because I want to upset you, but just because it's a pain.
Oh, wow. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, actually, I guess it's not that much of a mono. Yeah, I'm prone to like him. Or her, or it.
I guess technically the monotone also gets the +2, I think?
Well, then it would get a 6.
Is it friendly? It's neutral. I don't know. No, I'm going to say it doesn't get the +2.
Well, it's either a 4 or a 6, so I think it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't.
Did anyone fail? Oh, it failed. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
going to take some damage. Let me see. Target
I think
takes
if it's
some poison
any
damage.
damage.
Oh, really? That's 5 damage. Oh,
Well-
it dies.
Wow. No, not. I just named you.
The only thing is, though, is a construct immune to... it doesn't say anything about it. It's poison damage, I was thinking. It doesn't say anything about it, but I'll have a look between sessions. Maybe it will come back to life.
You will be missed.
But otherwise,
just existing and me
just kind of-
forgetting about you every session.
Just like falls forward on the ground. Okay, what otherwise happens with that? Target would take this damage. Oh, at the start of each of its turns. So that happened at the Monodron's turn, I guess, but I think it was coming up anyway. Okay. Alright, fuck. It's pretty intense that they're all together at the same time. This Vrock is going to fly over to here. And it's actually going to fly into this hallway. It dashes all the way to here and lands behind you, Ethel. Okay, Jean Lemore.
Hey, what the heck?
Does that mean we can have up attacks? Because that would have been within reach.
So it would have tried to stay out of your reach and flown. I mean, because where does the ceiling start? Let's say the ceiling kind of starts, well, probably
Because
somewhere around here. But it still would have been like 15 feet up. But it's kind of
It's a big
flying,
creature.
like flapping its head. That's true, it's large, but so it would be the same size as like the spider, which I said was like 8 feet too. These things are like pretty big. Give me an op attack at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Sorry, who was that? You wanted an up attack?
Anyone who it flew over can give me an op attack at disadvantage.
I'm definitely having an attack.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Oh my gosh, Anna, that's what I was gonna do for my turn.
Oh.
Nice, Kensei, you hit it.
So yeah. Wherever it tried to flew past me, doesn't, because of Sentinel.
All
Because
right.
now its movement speed is 0. So where is it?
Okay, so in that case, if its speed is 0, I guess it is just hovering above you.
Or does it even have a fly speed if it's 0? Like,
I
would it-
mean, it's not moving, it's not traveling whilst hovering. I'm going to say that seeing as we're sort of frozen in time, that at least for the moment, Kensei has kind of struck this thing on the underside as it's flown by, and the Kenobo is kind of just, and this energy is like charged through it, and it's been just like stopped in its tracks, but it's kind of like, you know, flapping its wings, and it's just hovering directly above him. But it will only be 15 feet up at this point where the ceiling is. Okay, did anyone else hit it?
No, I think I missed him.
But it will take 10 bludgeoning from Kensei Kenway. Oh, sorry, you wouldn't have known. You didn't even... 15 was the AC. Doesn't look like anyone... I don't know where you... But anyway. Okay, Jean Lemore. Synaptic Static.
Yes, and I will have an DC 17 intelligence saving throws.
Okay.
I think it should get this one as well because it's in half of its squares.
Let me look at my grid rules, which I can never remember. Squares with 50% or more are covered. Squares with 50% or more covered are included. It's interesting because I would say that it's not covering 50% of its 4 set of squares. So I'm actually going to say that it's not included.
Oh, okay.
But you can move it.
No, I cannot move it.
Yeah. I
No,
see.
that gets Lulu.
Yeah.
And that gets everyone. Oh, that gets yourself too.
That's fine. I'll just get these 2.
It will, I'd say, still only get this one.
Oh, then I will move it. Place.
50% or more.
Oh, you know
You
where I
get
want to move it.
Oh, yeah. I
This
see what you're
one
saying.
and this one, if it's high up enough, like that you don't get the people underneath it. Because it's a 20-foot sphere. you know? So I think you can have it higher
Mm.
and maybe get both of them.
Well, it's a sphere, so it would still take up the whole. So, well, actually,
No,
sorry.
so it would only
this
go
guy
20
here
feet
can't
down because
be
that's the
30
radius
feet
of the
up.
sphere.
Actually, this guy landed anyway. Sorry.
Okay, then never mind. Ignore me.
Sorry, he landed in front of Kensei Kenway. Okay, these two. I'll go from left to right. Intelligence saves.
Haha!
Awesome. Intelligence save is such a good thing.
Haha! Excellent. Damage is.
Nice. Whoa. And also psychic damage is a good thing. It's a really powerful spell.
Ooh, and also they are muddled.
Okay.
Fuck.
Do I have a... So, what does muddled do? Thoughts. Muddled thoughts for 1 minute.
Oh, during that time it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Awesome.
The target can make an intelligence save at the end of each of its turn to end the effect.
Okay. I don't have a... I'll just put like a reminder on them so we will remember that. But otherwise... Yeah, you see both of them just kind of shaking their heads, confused, after this sort of electrical energy has just gone off and kind of electrocuted both of them.
Can they roll a d6, actually?
Oh, now?
Yeah, now. Because it's saying during that time.
After a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled. Sorry, you just read this. From its ability checks.
It's sort of like...
Oh, it'll do it when it makes an ability check or a con save.
Yeah, it's like a much better version of like Bane.
Oh, okay. So then it's a new d6 each time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only thing about this is that it says that it can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, and it doesn't specify whether it can do that at the... Oh, no, because it's your turn. Sorry. Ignore me. Okay, anything else?
I will Bardic Inspo Ethel.
All right.
Wait. Does yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Lulu.
No problem. Sorry, 1 second. I need to do my inspo. Okay. It's a D10. Okay. And Lulu is going to do another trumpet. She's going to do a trumpet. And get
sounds
these
less
guys.
and less like an elephant every time I do it.
Maybe she move back 1 square and get both of them.
Okay. Do top to bottom again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just give me the specific trumpet blast.
Oh, yes.
Just because of all the AoE stuff, it just becomes more and more like a Picasso painting with just everything going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
this is messy.
That's not the one. It's
Okay.
not the one. Okay.
It's beautiful. I have it on my wall.
Okay, a couple of con saves. The only thing is this cone, 15 feet. 30-foot. Oh yeah, sorry, it's a cone. It's fine. Okay, fails, and
Fail.
pass.
Boo. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. They are resistant, so they will both. I'll give them another. I'll give the first one another save. Okay, unfortunately they both pass, but they'll still take half of 16. They both let out these loud squawks in response to Lulu's very elephant-like trumpet blast. Ethel.
I'm going to cast Bigby's hand right here in this space.
Okay.
And then I believe that it goes right after when you cast a spell and it is bonus action. So I'm going to attack the one right here with the clenched fist attack.
Okay.
Is there attacks in here for this or not?
I don't.
It's your spell attack.
So that attack might. I'm not sure if that attack would. Oh yeah, it's just the attack in the spell probably. If it's your spell attack, it's probably set up. Hopefully.
Okay. It's not in the Big B's hand. Where else would I roll that? Or I can just do a D20 plus. I think it's.
I can see it at the bottom of the BB's hand. 1d20 plus 5 plus 4.
What?
Down the bottom? In the chat log?
Oh. Is it in there? Oh, okay.
But you can't have that.
Everyone ignore me. So plus 9. Okay.
Yep.
18.
Nice, that hits. Are you doing this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And which attack was it?
That is. It's the clenched fist.
Okay.
So that's 48. I wish it was just 48. That would be fun. But
Nice.
so that's 17 damage.
It appears
And then
behind.
it gives it just like a good little annoying poke. Like it's standing right behind it, it pokes it, and then it crushes its head.
It's just like.
It's like
Yeah, and then-
noogie.
I don't know if this is. I think it's still technically my turn. It's a little weird. I'm just gonna take a step back in here and just like kind of poke my head out a little bit. But
Okay. Kensei. Kenway.
All right, you fucks, get the fuck out of my way! And I'm gonna start doing a lot. I'm gonna attack this guy twice. Use Unleash Incarnation. Actually, bonus action. I'm gonna make the cold man begin to float like up here and move up like 5 feet up in the air, trying to make it very difficult for these big things try to fly into this hallway.
Okay.
Because it's an object. And then Unleash Your Incarnation, attack this one for the third attack. Action Surge, attack this twice. Unleash Your Incarnation again, attack this guy because I am forced to attack with the Cold Man's position.
Just give me one thing at a time.
Yeah, no, I know. I will. I know. I'm sorry. I will tell you which one I'm attacking with each attack.
Okay.
So first one. That one's gonna be this one, the bloody one.
All right. 21 hits.
All right. I'm also going to pump in a Divine Smite at level 1.
All right.
And these are fiends, so I get an extra D8 from this, correct?
Yes.
Okay, extra. That's normal.
Nice. 24.
And I will just use that. And now the second attack.
That one is looking severely wounded from that attack.
Good.
Yes, you kill it.
All right. Now third attack is going to be this one. That's the damage formulas.
$15 hits.
All right. I'll just number damage.
14. All right. It's looking
And now
bloody.
I will use my action surge and both my unleash creations. Just using them so I get them out of here. And Kanabo. Now it's easier because now it's just on that asshole.
I'm just trying to see if these toxic spores that came out of the Vrock go away. It doesn't specify. It's not concentration. It's not like a spell. It says that it spreads around corners, which kind of suggests that it does. A cloud of toxic spores. Yeah, I'm going to say that for now this cloud remains here. I'm not sure if I put all the rules in correctly, but we'll see. Okay, 27 hits this one. That's directly above you. I take it that's the one.
Yep. So this would be normal.
Okay. -8.
And now for the second.
Yeah.
So now for the third and final one. Before you tell me the roll, I will add my inspiration.
Ah, nice.
And it's a D10?
Yeah.
Okay. So 14 total.
Still misses.
Ah!
Just misses.
All right. That will be my turn. That's it.
I think
Okay,
you
cool.
keep the inspo.
Oh, okay.
Also, I just realized these spores don't say that you make the save at the beginning of each turn or anything like that unless you've actually been poisoned. It just, you make that save when it happens. So I think in that case, it dissipates.
Okay.
Okay, Mahkah.
Okay, Mahkah will like to conjure animals and upscale that. So it's 2 CR2 beasts.
All right. 2 CR2 beasts. Roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Roll me 2 D12s. Because we'll ignore the shark.
So
12
I'll like
and 7.
1 in those set of 4 squares.
4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, that looks like a sea creature as well. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go with polar bear.
Ooh.
And,
Nice. Yeah, and
we'll
another
say
set in that those
swarm
4
of
sets.
poisonous snakes. And I think you should have control over them, so you can roll initiative for them if you like.
Yep. And I'm going to tell them to attack these rock beasts. Polar bear, polar bear, polar bear. Oh, cool. Good. Thanks.
All right. So, this Vrock here is muddled. It has muddled thoughts. So, that is just if it makes an attack roll or a con save. Okay.
Or skill check.
Or any skill check. Okay. It is going to probably stay where it is. Actually, it'll swoop down a little bit. And it's going to let off one of these stunning screeches. Actually, it's 20 feet of it. It'll fly, actually, over to here. So, if you're within 20 feet of it, give me a con save. That doesn't really make sense because that would be from the center. Ignore that.
Whoa.
Nice. Okay. And then it can make a save. It can try to get out of this, another intelligence save at the end of its turn. Okay. It kind of shakes its head, trying to shake off this static, but you just still see this around its head. It's like, okay, polar bear.
Polar bear. Polar bear is going to attack this one. Has multi-attack. Oh, sorry, south. Multi-attack with its claws first.
So the only thing is if it can reach, because this creature's 20 feet up.
Okay.
So
let's have a quick look.
I don't think it can.
Okay. It will attack that one to the northeast.
Okay.
Yep. With its claws.
Yep. Miss.
Bites. Oh, come on.
Oh,
All right. Alina.
All right. She's gonna move out.
How are you holding up, Reagan? Are you nearly dead from the dreaded Maggie?
I'm doing so good, and I'm not getting sleepy at all.
All right, sweet.
So this one's 15 feet up, right in front of me,
Yes,
or is it down on the ground?
15 feet.
I guess I will just attack it with the short bow because you can't do much else. I think.
Yeah, I mean, because she's like 5 feet, and yeah, it's out of her reach.
We'll do that. Oh, beautiful. That does nothing. Lovely. I don't think there's anything else that at least I know that she can do.
Okay, in
So,
that case,
yeah, she's just gonna go back one more step. Yeah.
this Vrock sees this big blue hand that is just grabbed and then poked one of its kin. Sees Jean Lemore directly in front of it and hears this like hissing sound as this pile of like snakes appears behind it. And it also sees this polar bear and Lulu. It is going to attack the snakes. It turns around and tries to peck at them. Misses. And it is going to also try to rake at them with its talons.
Tasty snakes.
snacks, not
Does
snakes.
15 slashing damage to the snakes.
Snakes, snacks, same thing.
Okay, this one over here now is going to land on the ground. And it's going to try to attack, but it's still muddled, so it will roll a d6 and subtract that from its attack, which is probably what we'll see.
It can also make an intelligence throw at the end of its turn.
Thank you. Why do I feel like that? 19. Oh yeah, okay, it still hits. And so it will do 11 piercing damage to the polar bear. And then it's going to lash out at the polar bear as well. And this time it misses. And then it will make an intelligence save. 7.
Nope.
Still looking muddled. Okay, this creature here is going to... it's just going to lash out at the cold man. Try to get the cold man out of the way.
Definitely does.
Alright, then it's going to fly over you and land here. I don't think Jean Lemore can really take an attack at it, and Mahkah... you're only 5 feet, so I don't think you can either. And then, so it's going to land here, and it's going to attack somebody. It will attack, actually, Alina with its talons.
Yep.
Hits.
Alright. As a reaction, I will use my Sentinel feature to attack it back at him,
Alright.
since it's attacking an ally. Alright! You!
And it does 21 slashing to Alina, though. But 24 hits it.
21? Okay.
Yep. 8 bludgeoning. It looks severely wounded as you strike it from behind, and it like turns around and snarls at you. Okay, Jean Lemore.
Okay, Jean Lemore's gonna do some dissonant whispers against this guy here.
Alright.
So that's a DC 17. Wisdom save. Oh. Okay, well, it still takes half damage.
Alright, 5 psychic.
Ooh.
Okay, Lulu.
Lulu is gonna... Can she help action against this guy here?
Yep. Okay, swarm of poisonous Mahkah snakes.
Okay, I was just quickly... so it's going to move into its space.
Okay.
I'm trying to move it. Oh, sorry. My bad. Use it. And has the swarm feature.
Yep.
And it's going to wrap around and bite.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. It didn't attack. Normal.
Hit.
And there's a DC saving throw there as well.
Go ahead and give me the... Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so the... It's just extra damage, is it? I'm gonna fail save. Oh, it's just half as much. Oh, hold on. Hit 7. Piercing damage is the 1d6. Wait, what?
Oh, it's because it has like the half. If it's at half hit points, the swarm is weaker. So it's
But
like
it's only...
instead of 2d6, it's 1d6. So it's the 2d6 you're looking at.
Or 3, 1d6 piercing damage if the swarm has half of its hit points or fewer. Okay. Target's making it a con save, taking another lot of poison damage on the fail save. Okay, so it's the 2d6 it takes, but it passed the save. So we'll only...
Half the damage on the poison on a successful save.
Oh, it's... Okay, so it still takes half of the damage on the poison. Taking poison on the failed, half as much. Oh, okay, that's going to be hard to work out. So what do we got? So 7 damage plus...
That would be 4
That's
poison.
11.
plus the 4d6. Oh yeah, 4. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
So what's that? 15. All right. Okay. Ethel.
I'm going to cast Mind Spike on the one right in front of me.
All right.
Oh, I forgot Mind Spike is concentration because we never used the concentration part of it. Can I uncast Mind Spike or not?
Yeah, you can. We can retcon that. That's all right. What are you concentrating on?
Then, it's Bigby's hand.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool.
And is this guy still flying right in front of me, 15 feet up, or did he land?
No, sorry, he landed.
Okay. Then, I am going to instead just firebolt him. And then am I allowed to come... Oh, that's a disadvantage because I'm so close, I think.
Yep.
I'll just roll again. Am I allowed to move into this square, like move through this corner or not?
No, especially because you miss him, unfortunately. It kind of knocks your hand and
gotcha.
You shoot the roof with this firebolt.
Then I guess you can roll this for me. I don't know if I can use Bigby's hand this turn then because I can't see what it's doing. So
I don't think it says that you need to see it to move it technically. Maybe
it's weird because it says it mocks your hand's movement, so like I can just crush it, like make a little crushing clenched fist motion. So that's a ruling that's up to you because I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say that if it's a reasonable thing that you could do without seeing it, then you can do it. You know where that Vrock is. I think it makes sense that you would still be able to do that.
Okay, then I will attack with the hand again.
Okay.
Just the one that's right in front of me. 17.
Hit.
Nice.
Oh, does it get advantage with the help action.
Wait, who just did that? It wasn't even Kensei. It wasn't even
I
Ray.
did that.
Oh,
He's got it stuck in my head now. Every time I say nice, it's made me realize it's evil.
Okay, so 14 damage. And Jean Lemore, what did you say, sorry?
Would it get advantage? Was that a rolled with advantage? Sorry, because of the help.
I didn't. It doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it would. You can crit fish if you wish.
I was going to say,
Okay.
I
Fish if
think
you
the
wish.
swarm attacked before that, and I didn't use the help action, so it would have just, like,
I see. Okay.
Okay.
You can have it
And I
now.
will not roll
Ethel.
again.
Okay.
Hey.
Huh?
You can roll again if you wish. That's all right. Just we forgot about it. Everyone forgot about it.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. I like dice.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Same result. But it's looking bloodied and very angry about this big blue bully. But you can't see that. Kensei, Kenway.
Going to bonus action. What do I want to do? I want a bonus action, and I'm going to. Where's my there? I'm gonna put the cold man right there, and I'm gonna hit this guy twice. Get him out of the way for people. Tech.
That hits.
All right, and I will dump another divine smite onto this guy, saying that he is blocking two squishy people. So 3 and what's more, normal.
Okay. You crack it in the back as it's kind of landing here and turning on Alina. And you just break its spine as this divine energy kind of spreads out across its wings and just blasts off a bunch of feathers and stuff, and it collapses dead in the hallway. And as that happens, these 3 remaining Vrocks, they kind of change their stance a little bit. They all look frightened, and you hear one of them say in Infernal,
They are too powerful. We should flee. Flee.
Ooh.
Not until I had my pound of flesh. And I'm just gonna run in there and continue wailing on him.
Actually, if you don't mind, although I know you want to kill these things, I'm going to say that they jump up in the air and they fly away because I want us to try to get through to the bell.
Yeah, I just saying, we'll just kind of like for the theatrical parts, we keep whacking at them for a little bit and then they kind of get away.
You run over here and you just immediately smash that one's head in. It's like very weak. As this one flies away, the polar bear like swipes at it and just like takes off a wing, and it goes like spiraling off and down into the desert and just like lands like in a bloody mess on the desert floor. And only this one gets away.
I'm all fine with this.
All right, sweet. Yeah, sorry to do that. I just want to try to.
I know. I understand what you're trying to do. I appreciate it, though.
All right, sweet. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break. What was somebody going to say?
No, I was just like, it's part of our group now. The Vrock.
Which
it
one?
Looked like it was standing in our
on the screen.
Yeah, there was one still.
Oh,
remaining.
the dead ones, like they keep becoming visible again. It's like I noticed that bug happening in the last session as well. Anyway, I'll have to take a look at some of these things. All right, see you in 5.
Yep, see you.
The room falls silent once again, except you can still hear this strange laughter and cackling coming from the room behind you.
Someone else go first.
Kensei.
Listen, I can't send Alina in today. It feels mean.
So both of these doors are ajar, but you can slide them open very easily.
I will slide one open, and then I want to get inside. I'll just like slam it open and go like, Good morning!
All right, so in this room, you see this large oval-shaped contraption that's bolted to the floor opposite the door. It's like 9 feet tall, and it looks like it has many moving parts, though currently it's still. And to the left are these 2 large, solid-looking iron crates that you can see if you just peer around to the left, past the door. And crouched on this pile of humanoid bones in the far left corner is this hunched gnoll. That looks emaciated, very underfed, and it's gnawing on a bone and just...
Doesn't look like he'll cause much trouble.
Mahkah tips Kensei on the shoulder. Kensei, let me send in the polar bear and the snakes and we'll just close the door for 5 minutes.
You know what?
If you don't have any questions.
I'm not gonna ask any goddamn questions.
Mahkah wants to send in his polar bear and the snakes to just attack that hyena.
And we'll just shut
And
the
then
door
close
and hold
the
it.
door. And shut the door.
Yeah, if you do that, you hear this laughter turn to kind of yelps and snaps. You hear these like snakes hissing and this bear like you hear all this like and the room falls silent, and when you open the door again you find this thing is dead in the pile of bones. And actually, when you open the door, you see something very different is dead in the pile of bones.
Huh.
Well, God.
What is it?
Frog of War.
Oh, what is that?
So you can give me an Arcana check if you want to work out what that is, Jean Lemore.
Oh,
I think it'd be.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody help me.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
That is a normal roll for me.
Anyone, whoever rolls first or whoever wants to roll with advantage can do that.
Oh, someone else can roll.
Actually, I don't
John
think
Lemore,
Ethel's
you
gonna
help
do any better.
Ethel with the Arcana
But
check.
Ethel's not going to do any better though either.
That was gonna be terrible.
Well, I mean, it's just disadvantage.
Mahkah
You
Still.
help me, I'll do it flat, so.
Mahkah just steps in.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. You recognize this as a slard.
Hey, wait a minute!
Hey, we know these guys.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, you would recognize this immediately as soon as you come in here. Yes, this is
I
a
knew that I
slard.
recognized the picture and I just couldn't place it. It's like, that guy looks familiar.
Frog-like natives of Limbo, and you think that this in particular is a death slard,
Ooh, don't touch it.
Ooh.
which are probably or possibly some of the most deadly of the slard species. But yes, it is dead.
Mahkah, you need to summon them more often. They put in work.
Where are these chests? Is it this
Yeah.
thing?
No, this thing. So
Oh,
this
okay.
machine that you're standing next to, you notice that it has, and you would notice this because you often feed Ica and coins into the war machines, that it has a coin slot very similar in this machine.
Ooh.
Has it rejected any coins in its tray that it didn't recognize? That machine? Like, I like to feel around the coin slot to have
You don't find anything like that.
Okay.
Is there any clue as to what it could be?
I
You can
think
give me
it
an
powers
Arcana
this
check
fortress.
if you want to try to
Oh,
glean some more information about it.
Didn't Xakundi said it's run on soul coins?
Yes. Yeah, and you would have a good reason to suspect that this is the machinery that would.
Yeah.
Because of the coin slot.
Hmm.
This might be the sort of backup soul mechanism, soul engine. The primary engine being the pipe that sucks in souls from the river Styx.
Hmm.
Are these other chests? Are they chests in the corner here?
Yeah, they're these big iron chests, and They're both chained to the floor by thick chains.
Mahkah.
And they have
someone's got the crowbar.
keyholes set into the front panels of them, but no padlocks or anything like that.
Did we keep the keys from unlocking Xakundi?
Yes, although that only had one.
Did we keep that key? Does it fit?
You just put it into the lock?
Well, when you ask like that, maybe no.
I just wanted to confirm. Okay, you put it into the lock. It doesn't seem to unlock it.
Oh, okay.
Can we loot these creatures? If there was if they had anything on them,
doesn't.
Like keys for this.
Yeah, it's just this naked, weird creature lying in a pool of blood and bones.
So, it's just like the chest itself, just sort of like bolted to the floor, or is it like chains covering the whole chest?
The chains are they're just like connected to these like rings. They have these rings on the back of them that are connected to these chains that are then also connected to rings on the floor.
Hey,
Can Alina
Alina.
pick the locks? Yeah, on the chests. That's just a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Mahkah will like to give her guidance as well.
Alright, so as she begins picking this lock, Ethel, you watching her do this, you suddenly notice that, oh shit, I should have investigated for traps because there are these wires sticking out the back of these chests that are connected to the wall.
Interesting. Alina, maybe don't do that.
But it's too late as Alina successfully picks the lock of the chest that is closest to you, and it clicks, and it opens, and nothing happens. And you remember that there's no power in this rectifying fortress.
What a roller coaster.
But let that be a lesson to you.
Interesting.
Oh, Alina, if you're going to be watching this later, this would have been funny.
Okay, in here you find a mostly empty crate, but there are 5 full soul coins in this crate.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Next one?
Yes.
Let's look for traps.
You find the same thing?
Cut all the wires. Actually, I don't think Ethel would know what the wires do, right? So, well, I mean, I know they do nothing right now, but I'm saying I don't know if wires would be any alarm for Ethel.
I think that you would have some knowledge of electricity and copper and such.
Okay.
Yeah, you might not know exactly, but it would be enough to give you pause when you notice it.
And power's out. Alina can open it.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Now,
she's so
she
good at
unlocks
this.
this one, and this one
Oh my gosh.
also does nothing. And you open this
You
crate,
can't do this to me.
and you find 413 empty soul coins.
Whoa!
Whoa, we're rich now.
413?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's like converted to like roughly a platinum each. Oh boy.
We have 430 empty soul coins.
Ooh, I'm gonna learn some spells later.
Hey guys! What if we use one of these full soul coins to put in the slot?
But if it was meant to power it, if we put the empty one in, wouldn't that just do nothing anyway?
No, put one of the full ones.
I think the power's out, but honestly, I'm down to try. You know, I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Why would it be a generator?
On a vessel that's mostly been scrapped, rusted, blown, battered, smashed. That's like
Pickles.
sending off a skeleton boat off into the sea.
think it's just try.
Do it. Go ahead. Do it.
We close the chest just in case anything turns on.
Okay, you put this coin in the slot, and all of a sudden, the machine does switch on, and it begins to spin.
Everyone run out. Everyone get out of here.
And it looks like it's been damaged a fair bit, and it's kind of like struggling to spin and getting stuck and stuff. But all of a sudden, a bunch of lights turn on in the roof, like some of them are sort of like hanging off the ceiling. And actually this door just like closes.
Oh, shit.
This door closes, and all of a sudden you hear this voice over what sounds like an intercom. It's in Infernal, and it says like, abandon ship, abandon ship. It's just repeated, and it's going like, zero, 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 like this alarm signal. But all of this only lasts for a moment. You also hear this strange screeching sound as, Mahkah and Ethel and Lulu, you suddenly see all of these sturges. You've encountered sturges before. They fly out like this swarm from this pipe. You see this like cracked pipe over here, and they're just like flying out here, like clearly like disturbed by this noise. And as this is happening, it only lasts for a little while before it kind of begins to power down again, like, and you can see this machine kind of getting stuck, like, and it finally like explodes. And so, everyone in this room is going to take some damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, good thing you got out of there.
You take
Oh my god.
33 thunder damage.
Oh, Alina is technically still up. Woohoo!
No, doesn't Alina have words? She goes, words.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Isn't that isn't like silvery barbs or something?
I mean, it's not a creature. Right?
It's not an attack.
Also, that only works for like D20 rolls, sadly.
Yeah.
So 33, so...
Oh. I just accidentally applied the damage to Ethel. Don't do that.
So like so it's like it powers up, everything's going on. I was like, huh, that's pretty. Uh-oh. Sends Kenway flying back. Lena gets sent flying back, and just like the whole room kind of like saying everything starts to power down. Looks at Alina, still alive. Is it good for you too?
But also, because we're in a rush, these sturges, they fly around the room, and then they fly out into the desert and disappear. They're not going to attack you.
It was pretty, wasn't it, Ethel? Seeing that like a flock of sturges flying past.
Beautiful.
That was just in my own.
I will, like,
wow, the buttons lit up. It was beautiful in here. I love all the not damage that I took.
If I pass around some potions of healing.
So, guys, generator's freaking fucked.
JL, how you feeling?
Oof.
Pretty.
Go.
I was gonna say, hold on. Okay.
Oh, this is...
So can Mahkah cast? He wants to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh yeah. Actually, I have a spell scroll of healing. Anyway.
Oh, well, you're all doing that. I'm also going to begin casting Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Again.
Did you want to hold off before I
am almost like halfway through, so I'm gonna keep doing that anyway because this is the best healing spell I got.
Whoa! Look at this effect.
Ooh. Whoa! Thank you.
And I will also cast Prayer of Healing as well.
Healing.
Also with Lulu, you also get a D4 as well.
Oh, plus Lulu's bonus as well. Yeah, like you said.
Also, the Slard, which was just unconscious, is healed.
New friend. Okay, wait. Actually, let me use this moment to argue that if you read the monodrone description, it says when it's destroyed, a replacement just takes its place in a flashlight. So I think I should get a replacement monodrone.
You mean like on Mechanist that would happen?
I don't know.
Your terms and conditions.
I didn't say that. I was actually just trying to figure out if it would take poison damage earlier, and I saw it just gets replaced immediately.
I think that's if it's like doing some job on Mechanist and it dies. Its role is replaced by another monodrone.
So the other one is just like that was when we kidnapped him, or when it got kidnapped. It was like, wait, what happened to the other guy? Just no traces of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, no traces of anything.
All right. So unless you want to activate any explosive generators. Back to the Golden Doom?
Jerry.
Make sure you put 4,130 platinum pieces in the bag of holding, as well as 4 full souls as you spent one.
Yes, I have all the empty soul coins.
Oh, right. You've
430.
Yeah. You can just put them in as platinum pieces.
So that's 43, right? 430. Yeah, 430.
So 447 platinum pieces in total, including the 17 that's already there.
Thank you.
That's all right. Okay, so you want to just GTFO?
Yeah.
Wait.
When we get back to the Golden Doom, you two, drink those fire immune potions.
I was gonna do that and take a nap in the trunk.
All right.
My hand technically only lasts for a minute because can I have it carry me around for like 15 seconds before it disappears? Just so I keep up with everyone else.
We can probably in 15 seconds, like it can probably fly you down to the service. Okay. You leave this wrecked flying fortress. When you get down here, you see Xakundi like trying to start the machine, and he sees you coming. He's like, runs off into the desert.
Out of there!
What are our flying people doing?
They're in the trunk.
Yeah, they're in the trunk.
No, I don't want to know what the
Gotta exit out.
Well, at least they're having fun.
Okay.
Ethel doesn't want to take it out of the trunk anymore.
Okay, so let me think. What are we? Okay. 2 more hours. All right. So who takes these fire immunity potions?
I think
we have 3 of them, don't we?
I'm actually doing fine
good
right now. So I think Alina should definitely take one.
Well,
I'm a little sad.
I was just gonna say, like, this is more or less for the exhaustion than the damage, because both you right now are kind of fucked with that.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, because me and Mahkah, you know, we can take some hits. We're pretty sturdy people. Y'all, not so much.
Hey,
What do you mean?
I've made it pretty far on this adventure.
That's a surprise to us all, believe me. But for right now, let's drink a little.
Honestly, me too.
Especially given that you wanted to die from the start.
I strongly considered just making myself roll a heart attack check. Just like at the start, at the start of every day, just like a D100. Just see how she's doing.
You should have messaged me. I totally would have been down.
And then I think maybe Alina should take one too if we have 3 of them.
Okay. And where do you wish to head?
follow our tracks back out. Get as quickly out of here as we can.
And are you going to... Where's your destination, your final destination?
Oh, we're gonna go back to Belle?
Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess that also depends on what shift we're on as well. I'm assuming that we'll just get out of this fiery pit as quick as possible across the bridge. Work out what shift we're on, if need to have a long rest, and then make our way to Belle, yeah.
It would take you think, probably at least like 2 days if you were to try to go to the Archers of Uruk, which you know where that approximately is on your map. You estimate that would take you maybe 2 days if it does what it is purported to do. Purported? Then it can indeed teleport you to Belle's Forge. Then it would take you approximately to the end of the second day to get to the Archers of Uruk. On the other hand, if you were to drive directly to Belle's Forge, you feel that it would take you approximately 3 long rests, so the beginning of the 4th day. You can gather that based on looking at the map and comparing it to the travel that you've done so far.
I think we discussed this like last session, but we wanted to like save the Archers of Uruk just in case we had to get to a place that we definitely can't gain access to normally, or like have be very difficult to gain access to.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like saying to like the like party because we have to go back to El Terrell. Like, I think the Archers of Uruk would probably be a fun way to go about it. Like, just speed through with the vehicles and arrive on top of El Terrell. If we could do that, that would be funny. One way to keep the vehicles as well as part of a memento to the journey.
That's pretty cool. You just like crush like a house and like several people like hiding in there.
Yeah, that would be funny. Or if we have to, or if there's some place like wherever the sword is like. What if the sword was the companion? No, that one makes sense, because why she would use that as part of the... No, that's stupid. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of...
The sword's not that big. Zariel's just pretty much the size of a human.
Well, I'm just saying, like... Never mind.
It is pretty shiny, though.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
No, it's just like... No, because like she would be looking for it, why she wants it, why she would use it. No, that's sorry. I was just thinking that doesn't make sense. Sorry. But anyway, let's get out of here and worry about destinations when we're out of the pits of flames.
Okay. I'll do this quickly, seeing as we're trying to rush through this one a little bit. So, I will just move us first to where this, where you can kind of cross along this sort of creek part, and we'll do one lot of checks for that. So, Ember Swarm. A bunch of these fiery embers just like blow into the vehicle as you're driving along. So, everyone give me a where am I? So you automatically take 1d4 fire. Except, obviously, if you are immune to fire.
Ooh, yes.
Or Kensei Kenway takes half.
Mm-hmm.
And also give me a dex save. DC 18.
Yep. Was that with, what pluses was on that one? Was that +4?
Actually, I'm just thinking this will just determine whether you're blinded, so don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. We're not going to have a random encounter or anything here. But everyone give me a con save, unless you're immune to fire.
So
actually,
pretty much Mahkah is only the one that makes the con save.
Actually, because this is heat, I don't think that this fire resistance is going to... Well, I guess it would still be... This isn't doing damage.
How are you resistant
still give me the
to
con
fire?
save.
Well, because resistant to fire also, it gives you are immune to the negative effects of like
Heat.
Heated conditions. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's why we said last session. Because I was like fine with all that, and I was like, yeah, you all are fucked.
Wait, where did I put it? Are you sure?
I don't know. I was just about to ask where the actual
Yeah, where did...
potions were.
maybe I put them in the bag of holding. Or actually,
I
I'll probably
don't
get
think
into
they're in
Mahkah. Let me just check, because I didn't realize I did that. Potion of fire immunity. When you drink this potion, you gain immunity to fire type damage for 1 hour. I don't think that'll protect you from just like heat, just the extreme heat of the, just like wearing you down.
Because it's
It's just
Not
a potion of fire resistance
damage.
modified to immunity.
Because it's the well, where is it? Yeah, but not the control weather. That's not it. Sorry.
I mean, I just made this potion up anyway, kind of.
No,
well, it's
it was,
just a converted. I mean, look, it doesn't matter. It's probably just not worth it. We don't need to do the exhaustion thing. So, okay, we will move from here to the next hex. We'll just probably move into the middle of it. And I'll see, once again, if anything happens along the way. Okay, you are met with some scorching winds. Just these intense gusts of hot air. So this also does 1d4 fire damage. And there would be a dex save or knocked prone. I don't think that's going to matter either. You would be unconscious, but we won't worry about that. And you can finish driving to approximately here, over this iron bridge, as you leave the plains of fire behind you. And I'll give you a calculation of the numbers of the number of Ickers and soul coins spent when we get to our destination.
Oh, okay.
As I worked it out beforehand, because I knew we were going to be rushing a bit.
Okay. So we should go to, is it the Stygian? Where's our barge? Like opposite Bell's cave landing.
Yep. Yep, it's where you first encountered the Wandering Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to the barge, if you want to just go that way, I'll just say that, you know, you drive through the desert, you navigate through these dunes and everything. Mahkah, you feel pretty confident. You know these sands fairly well now. You've been back and forth through here a few times. A couple of times you see some strange creatures and plants. You see some looming acid rain clouds, but as they approach you, you manage to sort of, you know, Ethel like drives as quickly as she can, and you see them kind of disappearing, and you drive past this dragonborn settlement that's like up here. And at one point you think that there is a group of it looks like there's some warlords driving on some bikes in your direction, but you outrun them.
We're just flipping the bird.
You drive through these hatching grounds, these hell wasp nesting grounds. You can hear the buzzing. Some of the wasps come to investigate, but once again you manage to get away. And you drive through these hills and over this bridge, and oh no, I've lost control of the... Wait a minute. What is this thing even? I've changed some of the icons a little bit. Okay. Over the bridge, past these giant sundered chains, back to the barge, and the barge has been stolen! No, I'm just kidding, the barge is still there. You uncloak the barge. It lowers the bridge plate. You glide across the misty river Styx. You see all these whirlpools and bubbles and sharp rocks sticking out. At one point, you think you see some sort of the spines on the back of some kind of creepy monster like swimming along, and you can see all these ghosts under the water as well. And but you make it to the other side without anything happening. Strangely, You can continue driving along
Oh,
here.
what a peaceful journey we've had. Has it been nap time yet?
Yes, okay, so that took 75 Ickers.
Ooh, okay. Wait one second. Uh-huh.
I will take away 75 soul juices. You had 3 long rests, so you can all take long rests. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention you were camping along the way. Ethel was getting out the tiny hut.
Did you already take away the demonica?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, and the Golden Doom would have run out, let me see, actually, so it was on, what did I say, 75 points. So it would have run out once.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 soul coin twice. So 2 soul coins in total.
Hmm.
Okay. And yeah, all of your exhaustion is gone.
Those are my important rolls. Oh,
6.
Ethel finally feels better. She does like a really giant yawn.
And we're in shift 1 as you approach Belle's volcano. And as you approach this time, things look a little bit different here as well. Last time, you saw this this fortress sort of built into the rock, and all of these military units around, and bearded devils and spine devils and barbed devils and such, sort of marching around and training and whatnot. But this time, you see actually a massive army. And it's somewhere over to the east. It's a few miles away from you. But it looks like there has been a full army assembled. And you can see some war machines moving about, and you even think you see amongst this army some very large creatures like pit fiends moving around amongst the ranks. You see these bone devils, lots of horrific creatures barking orders. You can see all of these banners, many of which just have a large infernal bee, because that's Belle's symbol, apparently. Because I said it was in like the second episode or something. And you also see these oh, my internet connection is unstable apparently. Can everyone still hear me?
Yep. Go, yeah.
Yep. It's all good. Yeah, and there are all of these like standards and banners like being held by these soldiers that just display the various symbols of Zariel and legion numbers, and yes, these infernal bees for Belle. But otherwise, no one bothers you. Well, until you kind of get back here, and then you once again encounter one of these bone devils that lands, and like it happens to be the same bone devil. It recognizes you, and it kind of communicates to you in your minds, and asks you if you have returned to speak to Belle again, and says that Belle has been waiting for you to return. And I'm sure at this point you don't say no. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, just open
We're
up the
good,
gates.
thank you. Yeah. Bye.
We have imported.
We just wanted to see the forge again, but we can go.
All right, so you head towards this volcano. You can pass the park the Golden Doom in this sort of car park that is now empty.
Valet? Oh.
There's no valets. And you walk towards this iron keep that has been hewn out of the rock of this volcano, and this volcano is smoking as always. It looks like at any moment it could erupt, theoretically killing everyone. And you head inside here, and you can kind of head into this area inside this large sort of bunker area within. where again you see all of these troops and these kind of what look like sort of officers in Bell's army. They're a lot more worked up this time. They're barking orders at each other, inspecting plans, and they basically, you're in here, they barely even notice you. They look like they're all busy organizing things. And you can head in without anyone. Perhaps actually you have one of these Merregons leading you. And this Merregon leads you back down through these winding, shadowy passages. You see all these grotesque statues and gargoyles along the way, and this it's very hot. You see these lava channels that are sort of running alongside the path. And you head down into Bell's Forge. And so down here you see, as you kind of head down this spiral staircase, you see very much what you saw before, just these channels of bubbling lava sort of winding through this complex and lighting the whole thing in this fiery light. And you see these massive anvils with these fire giants working away. And there are a lot more weapons down here. And the fire giants even kind of you notice the hammering is like faster. Like it looks like they're really working hard to try to like pump out these weapons. There are like piles of these huge weapons on the ground. And Bell is even like berating one of them. But hears you come down these stairs and turns to you.
Yes, I was told that you had returned. Tell me, did you find the adamantine rods?
Pull out the bag of holding, pull out the adamantine rods.
He would have said this, actually, I forgot this last time as well. He would have said this in your minds. Outwardly, as you come in, he's a little bit kind of rude to you.
You again.
But yes, then he says to you, did you bring the rods? You pull out these rods. He says,
excellent. That didn't even take much time. Quick, hand them over. We must be quick, as I have to get these magic weapons finished for the war. Recently, I don't know if you've heard, but Yeenagu itself has returned and marched on Elturel, joining the ranks of Baphomet. Yeenagu has not attacked in person for a very long time, and I have been commanded to provide as many troops as possible, for word has come announcing that Zariel has finished testifying before Primus and will return from Mechanus soon to fight in the battle in person. So, hand me those rods so that I can use them in the war effort as I intended.
Up. Go on, Kensei.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, we're gonna need the, what was it we need first? We need the...
psychomorphic core.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Of course. In fact, I already had one finished and ready. But, what can I say? I lied. Zolgatev. Give them the psychomorphic core.
You see this imp that was perched on the back of Bell's throne before. Yeah, he flies over towards you, holding this sphere, this gold-colored metal sphere, and holds it out to Mahkah.
Mahkah will take the...
As you reach
sphere
out to take it, he pulls his hand away.
Not until we get the rods.
Same time exchange.
Alright, he holds out the sphere, the psychomorphic core, and, Bell says,
Place the rods over there on the ground.
Yes. Thank you, Master. I can't carry all of these.
Silence.
Place the rods at the corner.
Excellent. Here you go.
Hands you the psychomorphic core.
I will put it in the bag of holding.
This fire giant walks over here, and you notice that his ankle is chained, actually, by this chain, but it's large enough for him to walk over to here. And he picks up these rods and begins walking over here. The chain is long enough for him to sort of... He steps over you. He steps over here. The chain is very long, so that he can kind of access this whole complex. And he puts these rods here for the moment, and then returns back over here and picks up his hammer and continues hammering away at this large glaive.
Excellent. Well then, our business is complete.
Up.
Why do you keep saying that?
One moment. What do you think these rods are for, Belle?
That information is unimportant for you to know.
Oh, but we know. We know very well that their purpose is not what you think.
How could you possibly know?
Oh, secrets do not stay hidden around these parts. And we are very powerful individuals.
Indeed. Well then, what do you think they're for?
We will only reveal their true purpose if you agree to a bargain.
A bargain for information that I have no reason to believe is superior to the information I already have. This does not sound like an attractive bargain.
Because this arrangement is going to make sure that you don't look like an utter fool to others. Especially if you want to make yourself the Archduke again. And it's just yell out in his face.
He kind of looks around.
Quiet. You dare speak treason.
He says this out loud.
In my presence. I should have my fire giants kill you all.
He speaks to you telepathically.
You should say more. What are you implying?
That you were deceived from the very beginning.
His chair glides towards you.
Ooh.
He's probably 20 feet up. No, that doesn't make sense. He's probably 12 feet up. He glides down a little bit, so he's only now about 5 feet up. Glides right towards you.
And who was it who deceived me? Was it you?
The person that ordered those to be fabricated, and I just gestured toward the rods.
He looks over at them, hesitates for a moment.
You should say what it is you intend to say, for this is trying my patience.
We know your plans. We know your scheme. You want to free, and I look up and kind of with a smirk, individuals that were trapped by Zarya, Tiamat herself. And we know for a fact that will not work with those. But if you want to know why we know this or how we know this, that's going to cost you.
You claim that the rods, the keys that I made to not unlock the cage that holds Tiamat. And you know this how?
I reframe to my previous statement. That's going to cost you.
You haven't by any chance spoken to my advisor, Xakundi, for it was only very shortly after he left here that Zariel's agents came to confiscate these rods, and I feel that it may be he who betrayed my purpose for them. For you are correct. It may be that I intended to use them for the purpose you suggest. Was it Xakundi who you got this knowledge from?
You could definitely say it was definitely someone that you are working closely with. Or a servant that was closely working with you, yes.
I knew it. Make your proposal then. I would hear it.
One of your servants, Yostra, has made a deal with a crew that was being captained under the name of Captain Bugsy, under the ship the Bobbing Imp.
Yes, I know it.
I want them released from that contract.
What are they to you?
Then he kind of like looks you up and down.
Wait. Are you a member of this crew? From Elturel, perhaps?
I will only say I'm a man that's willing to rip you in half to free them. So that should demonstrate my, let's say, involvement with them, my devotion to the crew. But only if I must.
You have already brought me the rods. Now that I know that they are not intended to unlock Tiamat's cage, I feel I may be able to find out what they do in some other way. Anyway, they may no longer be much use to me in that case, so I do not see why I should give you back these transporters of the Malkazidian crystals. They serve me well, for there has been no other vessel as swift as this so-called bobbing imp on the river Styx before they came along.
I'm not saying you should cut ties with them. If you want to make further business arrangements, that is completely into their system. That's their choice. I just want them out of a contract that's completely forced onto them.
He floats back into the air and hovers back a little bit.
I do not see how this benefits me. They signed that contract willingly in order to survive in Avernus.
Well, of course I won't see the benefits for you right now, because I'm not angry right now.
I acknowledge that you must be powerful indeed to have come this far.
But he looks around.
But I still think you are outmatched. And it is dangerous to be expressing such thoughts to me in my own house.
I've always been known to be a bastard.
Yes, well, you and I both. Will that be all?
Not only will we be telling you of how the rods won't work for you, but we also, to sweeten this pot for your desire, we'll say, as I roll my eyes, I'll be telling you how your scheme was also going to fail on the other side of things. The other part of this other contract. Tiamat and her legion.
Their business is their own. If the rods will not lead to the chaos that I intended, so be it.
No, that was not going to deal with anything with the rods. No, they had other ways they were going to free themselves. This might have been hastened a little bit. But they had full ideas on how to overthrow you, and using us to overthrow Zariel as well. Leaving only one remaining previous Archduke on Avernus. No contestant of power.
You claim Archon wishes to overthrow me, but he contacted me seeking an alliance. Perhaps I will still deliver these rods to him, and he will think they unlock Tiamat, and I will still acquire what I wish from him. Perhaps you should tell me what these rods do, then I will decide for myself if this information is valuable enough to me.
No.
How do you think that Archon acquired the item you're after?
I do not know.
I don't think you are aware of how much leverage we do have.
You, the one that speaks. Are you a turtle? I had not noticed you before.
That's personal.
I can see why it might be personal. If you do not have anything more to offer me, then I say our trade is complete. I do not care for your information. I do not wish to release my transporters from their contract. But I am in a hurry, so I would have you leave now, before I force you to leave. Otherwise, you can tell me what it is that you propose.
I look at Mahkah. Shall we humor him just a little bit?
If it is true, as you said when you first came here, that you wish to dethrone Zariel, then we are allies, as you said. So, you tell me what it is you plan to do with that psychomorphic core. You help me use those rods. Perhaps we can help one another. Perhaps there will be some reason for me to consider it worth giving up these crewmates of yours, Tiefling.
The rods don't unlock Tiamat's cage. They open the solar... What was the name of it? Hold on, I'm sorry.
Insidiator.
I just blanked. Insidiator, thank you. The solar Insidiator that's over El Terrell.
Interesting. I can see how that makes sense.
And yes, it was your scribe that informed us of this arrangement. And also he was the one that ran straight to Zariel. Or at least a number of her lackeys.
That sneaky motherfucker. I always thought he was too stupid to go and do something like that. But perhaps... Well, obviously I underestimated him. That is good to know. I do not look forward to the return of Zariel. If this information has already been passed on to her, Do you intend to use your crew somehow to take on Zariel? Is that why you want them free?
Yes. And I can't do that if they're constantly forced to make trips to your little forge.
It is also part of my plan to undermine Zariel. And I need Malkazidian crystals in order to create the thing I am creating. It is
He looks at you again, Mahkah.
I have a feeling you may have some knowledge of this already, given the look on your face. The Malkazidian crystals will help me gain souls from let's just say, another source of souls. And I need them to make Zariel look weak. I felt perhaps that this chaos of Tiamat, along with the collecting of far more souls than she could, would improve my favor in the eyes of Asmodeus. So you see, your crewmates are still valuable to me. What do you intend to use them for?
To hasten our projected measure, we are going to gather things that would help us dethrone Zarya, items of power. That is what we're going to do. We're going to have Captain Bugsy, and he just says that with like the proudest smirk that Kenway's ever saw on his face. Take drift on the river Styx instead of crossing the sweltering wastelands themselves. And I've already seen his measure when it comes to battle. He's going to be very valuable when it comes to the main conflict that we will force ourselves a part of.
I would not fight Zariel, even with my own strength. I was hoping that this chaos would be achieved without my apparent involvement. But if I am already discovered, you say these rods unlock this solar incendiator. Would it release Elturel? That would make her look foolish indeed.
And all be undone by a couple band of material planers coming in from out of nowhere. How would you look like then?
Okay, this is interesting to me. What say you to the idea that you keep these rods as well? And I will give you the freedom of your shipmates. Fine. If you believe that you will cause this chaos, you may have them. It is worth the risk to me, and these rods are not useful to me myself. I would not take on this task directly myself, but if you wish to use them, well, I give them back to you. They are yours to do with as you please.
And he holds out his arm, and this chain appears. It sort of fades into existence, this chain that's around his arm. And he holds up his hand, and this chain kind of comes open, clink, and it kind of stretches out, and it's hovering in the air. And he points this flaming sword that he's holding at this chain, and this stream of flame comes out and ignites this chain, and it lights up and becomes red and melts, and it turns into gradually this liquid ball. And the liquid ball kind of like floats towards him and hovers over his hand. And he says,
if you take these rods and do as you say, then we have a deal.
Look to the rest of the party members.
Yes.
We'll
Consider it a deal.
he clicks his fingers, and this ball of sort of floating liquid iron sort of bursts and evaporates into the air.
So it is. They are free.
That's a cool contract.
Thank you.
Wonderful. As he will walk over and kind of go over to the rack where the rods are and just kind of like start putting them back in the back of holding. Once he's done with that, he will return back to the party members. Shall we go cause chaos?
Chaos it is.
All right.
Mahkah doesn't say anything.
Until we meet again.
Yeah. Ethel, could you do me a favor?
Bill says,
Yep.
I'm glad that our meeting is over. I do not wish to see you again. Do not come back here until you have achieved what you promised to achieve.
Yeah.
I would not want to see your ugly mug ever again.
Feelings mutual.
and Mahkah, you have this feeling, given that Bell, the trouble that he might be in with Zariel, and that he's about to march his armies toward Elturel, and that he's saying his dealings are done with you, and he's given up this ship, that this may be the last opportunity you have to speak to him. Although it's hard for you to know, of course, but you just have that feeling.
Yeah. But yeah, Mark is just, he's just biting. He's trying to put the party first and Elturel. He doesn't want to push his feelings forward, and he's just taking a bullet for the team.
Kind of Kenway like notices and kind of like puts his arm around your like shell and like, don't worry, for the mess of shit he's in and what we just cost him, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of hell to pay from him.
All right. And with that, you can leave Bell's Mountain and return to Avernus, to the surface.
But to like Ethel, Ken was asking, can you send a sending message to Captain Bugsy and say, Captain Kensei is a man of his word, and I think you should already know you are free.
Sure, but I'm gonna say it Kenway.
You hear his voice in your head, Ethel. He's like, "Yar, who be that? Never heard of a Kenway." I choose to ignore this message. No, he says,
Yar, I felt something change. Where should we go?
I'll look to Kenway.
Meet us. I guess like for the time being, meet us back at the reside at the Barvinsky's Wharf for the time being. We will come to see you when we have further ideas what to do next. But
Well, I'll say that really succinctly in like 15 words.
But oh yeah. Well, you have 25 words for sending.
Make sure
yeah,
you
but you know,
cast the
I'm gonna
spells
be
as
even
well.
more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Wait. What if they meet us before, like, Bell's cave landing?
I mean, yeah, I guess if they
Then-
want to meet.
Yeah, because then they can just take us down without us having to go all the way around.
Problem being is that they can't take the vehicles.
But we have a barge.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. No. Yeah, meet us at Bell's Cave Landing, and well, or like,
No?
well, we have to.
You're unable to
we need to-
return into the fortress at this point. The devils don't let you back in.
Oh, I mean, like here.
Like over here.
Like here or something.
Okay, oh, like you just want to get in the barge and like go there.
And go down to. Well, we want to go to Fort Knucklebone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want, and then they can like tow us down through, and we can go to Bugriviek's Wharf. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I mean, it does. I mean, maybe I can finally roll because of the because it's like dangerous to roll up. Yeah, I can finally roll like checks for my vehicle proficiency.
He says,
Yar, we're just down by the wharf. We'll come up and meet you at Bell's Cave Landing.
Perfect.
I still don't think I understand because you'll have to get in the barge and then go upriver, and then they will have to travel further to meet you. Why not just meet them at the barge? Not that I mean it's your decision. I just don't think I get why you.
I think what Anna's like trying to do is like she wants to go follow them through the River Styx and get past this like checkpoint thing and just like ride all the way down to the Bearskin Siege Wharf instead of driving all the way around.
Right, but they're down here.
Where are they?
They're down here. Sorry, that's what I was just trying to indicate by having them say that they're at Bugriviek's Wharf. So they're down south, or upriver.
But then we still have to drive heaps to get around everything.
What?
It's
just that they can just meet you at the barge rather than meeting you all the way up at the landing.
We're making this way more complicated. What you're trying to say.
I thought that was what was happening.
Yeah, we're going to the barge.
Oops.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to go to Bell's Cave Landing.
Yeah, sorry. It's just like because it's the label on the map. I wasn't like specifically.
I see.
Yeah.
Like near Bell's Cave Landing.
Like it's like where we park our barge.
Sweet. I didn't mean to take your agency away, but I was like, that makes no sense to me.
Coordinates to the barge.
Okay, sweet. All right, you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the barge, so 9 more Ickers.
How many more Demonickers do we have left?
18.
Oh, okay.
Now 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely need to do that because there's no way we're gonna try. Oh.
Oof.
All right.
Oof.
And yes, let me think. Okay, we're making good time.
We're making wonderful time.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is this the first time we've ever made good time?
I think so. I think it just takes a long time to hex crawl. Especially in the shoddy way that I designed the hex crawl, I guess. Okay, what am I doing? Alright, so you get onto this barge, and and you drive on to the barge and you wait for a little while for the bobbing imp to show up. And sure enough, after a little while of waiting, you see this caravel with this worn red paint on the hull and these paintings of imps sort of resting and playing near the waterline, floating on their backs, etc. And you can see this big black flag with this Jolly Roger with 2 long gazelle-like horns and a Konobo in its teeth. It has these 2 main masts and a 3rd smaller mast at the stern. It's just this fast-moving caravel, and it's coming from upriver. And as it gets close, you see Bugsy poke his head out over the side, but he now looks like the Bugsy that you remember from back in the day. What did he look like? What even was he?
I like, just because of this, what he looked like, I just pictured him as like just a big orc. Just
Sweet.
this like, yeah, just because it kind of like matches the image you used. I just picture him as just this big lovable orc.
He pokes his head out over the side of the ship, and he's like, "Yar, Kensei Kenway, look at me! I got pretty again!"
Oh, I thought I was never gonna see that lovely mug of yours, you son of a bitch.
Yar! What'll it be? You freed us somehow. You'll have to tell me all about it.
Oh, we got a long ship journey, so I think I got enough time.
Well, there is of course no contest. You can take the helm once again. I owe you my life and the lives of all of your crew. So of course I would not stand in your way. Not that I would have anyway. You know what I mean. Step on board, Captain Kenway.
He will step aboard, and I just picture kind of like just as a moment of honor. One of us is like, "Captain, coming aboard deck!" Just like everyone, just like hooting and hollering.
I have like, I was hoping I might have this shanty, sea shanty on here. Yeah, but I don't have it. Jean Lemore definitely would like sing along with this shanty, I imagine.
That's true.
All right. So they can lead you down the river Styx, much the same as it's always been, and they have this Merregon, who is at the front of the vessel, moving this magic ore around, and it kind of has this almost starry golden trail as the magic of the ore sort of works, and it kind of, its eyes are white. It's like sensing the Styx. And it turns to Captain Kenway and speaks directions into your, and advice into your mind. Give me a give me a check with the. I don't have a ship though. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me see. Okay. This is very important. Sailing ship. What do we got? So... Okay. I mean... What kind of check do you give for like a land vehicle check anyway? Like would it just be... I guess just a dex check, but you kind of... Yeah, because you're not navigating, you're just steering the ship. Control helm. Move up to the speed of one of the ship's sails with a 90-degree turn with helmet destroyed. Armor class. What were you thinking, sorry?
I was like, the only thing I can recall is I did in like one of the modules I ran in the past is they asked for a survival check to avoid like floating ice fells in the water, just to like steer it, or a sleight of hand check to like navigate it smoothly enough. It was like between those two.
I just wanted to do something that you're good at. Oh yeah, I got a survival. Fuck, I didn't even realize. All right, give me a survival check.
With advantage because the Merregon is helping, technically?
Yeah, sure. And also you can add, well, because that's the thing, you already have proficiency with survival. So you... No, that's no good, because then your vehicle proficiency doesn't even help.
Just say it helps with the survival, all right?
20. You do amazingly. And yeah, we'll say it helps. It's 22. Why not?
Why not?
It's my world. And the Merregon looks over at you, shocked at how well you could steer this vessel. It communicates with you telepathically. Never before has it seen a navigator of the river Styx as adept as you. You must be very skilled at seafaring vessels.
Flirting will get you everywhere with me.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I suppose all you have to do is say that and it'll move closer to you and propose a kiss.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Oh my god. Those characters are so easy to flirt with. Okay. So, you head down the River Styx and you pass the what is it called? I'm having too much fun. I forgot everything. Oh yes, the docks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why didn't it come up? What is happening? Okay, here we go. Alright. Oh no. Okay. As you come past these docks, these huge Stygian docks, they are still, you notice, they are still empty. You've heard from Belle that Zarya was due to return very soon, but it does not yet look like she's returned. And so you're able to sort of glide down here, the rest of the party, or at least some of the party, in the barge, following along behind the bobbing imp. And you see again, yeah, this like metal, this massive metal kind of clamp-like structure. It's like towering over 100 feet high. It's just these two mechanical arms extending upwards. Again, as before, well, this time you are accosted just by an alpha spined devil and two regular spine devils, which land on the deck and demand papers. And Bugsy provides these papers, and they kind of look around and nod, and then fly away. And then Bugsy says, "Yar, I suppose these are yours now, Captain." Hands these papers to Captain Kensei Kenway. And so you can continue down the River Styx, and you're headed for the Bargriviak's Wharf, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. They drop anchor at Bargriviak's Wharf, and you are able to either use one of the rowboats to paddle to shore, or otherwise use the barge to move over to this this old sort of rusty iron dock that's there at the river, and you can get out and enter Bargriviak's Wharf. Just this kind of small town where the bloodied axe is, and you can see lots of these hobgoblins walking around, and also some other creatures, dragonborn and goblins, and a couple of orcs even. They pay you very little heed as you come through here. And you're heading for Fort Knucklebone, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Did this place sell demon ichors?
You didn't ask.
Okay, fair enough. I will look around to see, because I know we're very, very low.
Yeah, you can have a look around, and I'll say that you do come across a small shack made out of mostly like scrap metal and whatnot. It's just basically a counter with this shelter over it, and there is actually a black-skinned tiefling standing behind the counter in there, and sees you approaching and nods to all of you, and says, especially to Kensei Kenway, "Ah, welcome. What can I do for you?" And you see, there's a sign on the top of this thing that says, it's written in like some kind of black paint on this piece of metal. It just says, "Ica and other shit."
Well, we need a lot of demon ichor, and what other shit do you have?
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm always in the market for things that kind of like help me kind of like end my enemies quicker, but I don't know what you have, so.
Got a few basic weapons. Anything in the player's handbook?
How many acres?
He says, actually, my tiefling friend, I have something that might interest you. Like, points over. You see this, suit of armor. It is, plate armor. Full plate armor. He says, this looks about your size. I've been waiting for somebody to come along who might, be interested in this.
Pinch me, I must be dreaming. This cannot be too good of a day. Like, right? Mahkah, punch me.
I can imagine Lena just jumping in and just punching you when you said that. Mahkah, punch me, and Lena just reaches over and just punches you.
Punches you in the jaw. Really hard.
Nope, it can't be a dream because I remember that would actually hurt. So, how much?
What is it? 1,500 gold pieces, I think, is what it is in the bloody player's handbook.
Kensei, do you really need another armor, like set of armor plate? Like it'll just be an addition.
Well, no, this is like the first time I actually get plate mail.
No, I don't think you understand.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm an idiot.
Wait, I don't understand.
Oh, he's trying to reduce the value of like to someone that's like already.
All right. You just completely ruin it. You just say it in front of this guy, like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" Why can't I find the bloody armor table in the fucking PHB? Hold on a second. I just wanted to confirm that it is in fact 1,500 gold pieces. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I've got it in my notes as well. I realized. Alright, weapons and armor.
This player might want this so bad that he moved up.
Plate mail, yeah, 1,500 gold pieces.
I mean, does anyone mind if I? Because I think it would be how much for it in platinum? Because I suck at quick math like that.
150.
Yep, 150.
Go for it, man. Live your dreams.
This armor is used. Not worth more than 1,200. 1,200.
1,200? Looks at it, kind of pulls this cloth off of his belt and like rubs it slightly. Can't you see how much it shines? I've
look at
loved
this
this
spot
thing.
here.
I've shown it love. What? What do you see? What are you talking about?
Oh, your eyes are not very good. It clearly.
Come on, guys, we have to get going. We don't have time for this.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find another set.
Wait. All right. I'll do it for 1,450.
He clearly loves this armor very much. But
Kenway, you're trying to like negotiate for a toy for a child. He clearly likes it. I mean,
give me a persuasion check with advantage. Kensei Kenway.
oh, okay.
Wait, were you involved at all? No, you made this thing worse, actually. Not you. I think Mahkah started it. Mahkah, you give me a...
Oh, look, I'm like the backup guy, like the rapper just ends the sentences of like Jay. I'm like, yeah, nah.
Alright, fine. Jean Lemore. Go ahead and pass this check.
It was a persuasion?
Persuasion. Alright. You're right, it doesn't fit just anyone. And I've been actually waiting for somebody to come along who would fit it. I'll do it for 130 platinum.
That is reasonable.
you want to try it on?
He's already
Kensei,
stripping
would
at this
you
point.
like
He's already stripping just to get it off.
He helps you buckle up this full plate armor. And John Moore, if you want to take 100.
I can imagine there was like just like a curtain changing room, and you've gone behind there, like put it on, and like kind of stepped
There's
out,
like-
just like.
Yeah, he's just like he's like kind of like as the deal was going down, he's just like unbuckling like the splint, and like Alina's just like no, wait a minute. I'm like, I finally got a piece of full plate mail. I'm taking it now before anybody can change their mind.
Excellent, most excellent. It looks incredible on you. Well,
And you notice as well, actually, this is Eltirian plate. It has white. It's like white and gold, and has this like Elturel crest on the front of it.
Oh, very nice.
yes.
Kind of like as he like finishes putting it down, I was like, oh shit, am I Hell Rider at this point? Looks at the rest of the troop.
Looks around.
Might as well be. You're in hell.
All right, do we want to
Doesn't
get like
understand the reference.
do we want to get like 150 acres just in case we have to make a long trip journey?
All right, 150 acres, please, sir, good sir.
All right, and how much were Ickers again?
Good question.
Indeed.
I think they were 10 gold pieces
10
for
gold?
20 for 20 vials.
So
So 1 gold.
let's do
for
160. Oh.
two. Okay.
Oh,
So
oh wait, you can
160
divide
vials is
150
just
by
80.
2. 160, okay.
So,
160.
80 gold pieces.
80 gold pieces. Indeed.
And he hands you these 4 metal jerry cans. Pulls them up and like places them on the counter.
There you go.
Thank you. This is, you sell some nice shit.
Thanks. I get it from all over the place. Some of it just fine lying around. There's a lot of battle in Avernus, and you can just go walking around. You just find shit everywhere. Sometimes the fighters, the contestants in these battles, they just actually shit themselves, and you find just literal shit. But we don't sell.
Very
that.
unpleasant. Oh, we should
Anyway.
consider it.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, good, thanks.
All right, sweet. In that case, let's end the session there. And we did it in 4 hours. We didn't even go overtime.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's it. That's incredible. I think this deserves a drink.
This is good because I'm definitely not dozing off like an old man. Like I just like keep like my head is like falling down, and then I'm like sitting back up again. And I'm like, whoa, I'm back.
Yeah, you should drink some water and go to sleep. Thanks for sticking it out the whole time. I appreciate it.
It's only been a little bit that I've been actively napping.
That's the advantage of not being on screen.
Yeah.
It's like those glasses that you put down that have like drawings of eyes.